by
Yes,
stabbing
yes.
people. I mean, what?
I'm going to grab a drink real
I will
quick.
kill them with the power of friendship.
Mind me.
And this gun I found.
We killed him with the power of helpfulness. And
I
this
just
knife
love
I have.
No Cat's videos. Who gave him a gun?
Yeah.
Hold on, I'll be back.
I have started recording. Now
Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and hit the restroom real quick.
I don't like how I just read the words. Go on, give me a good smack behind with something nice and big.
It's a pot.
I am returned.
Oh no.
Wow.
So last we left off, I believe we had got back onto the station, well, onto the ship, and we were waiting for the station to reboot itself because we found all the cores.
There you go.
Or whores.
Huh?
More cores.
found
Yes.
I'm concerned we're. Yes, we were waiting for it to do the thing, so hopefully we were safe.
Yes. And while they were waiting, Jade was going to get on her computer and she was going to go through her research and see if there was anything that she had picked up tying magic to human emotions or Terran emotions. Yeah, she was going to like look over it and, see if she could figure out what she did or what she experienced.
And it was that moment that a pain in the titty most foul strucketh Jade. I mean, I don't know.
Okay.
Bitch, get over here, little fucker.
Well, while she's waiting, she's probably going to play Minecraft too.
Man, Prim. Oh God!
What
What was that noise?
It sounded like death.
I think that was an echo.
Kind of spooked me a little bit, not gonna lie.
Sounded like hell.
It was just.
Why is the session spoopy all of a sudden?
I don't know. I agree.
Not really, unless you need me to do something, Captain. I'm good, but I'm fine. A little sore, and some of my money's gonna have to go to repairs. And she's gonna hold up her robotic arm, show him the dents and small holes in it.
We should definitely have you guys go through a thorough decontamination.
Yes.
Bird is still draped over the back of large cat. Yes,
He's
I
still
second this motion.
Okay. Jade will
Dude,
go
you ain't gonna
into.
waste your fucking turn.
I guess it turns first.
It's the first thing. Damn right it's occupied. He's like, oh wait, that thing is off, which means the send to the machine is off, which means and drags Kitty Pool in a creation engine. Yeah. He's still got the suit on, that's why, because he's tired of swimming in groin level pheromone fluids.
More pheromones to sell.
You,
He's gonna
you
do is-
perpetually have a
Let's see.
horny
He's
aura.
gonna try and bottle what he can while he's in there, and then shower the rest away. Yep. Not even like, oh, let's get tiny ones. No, fuck it. All right, we're getting big ones because it's easier.
Get me a
Mason
mason jar.
Basically, just mason jar
Jars.
is full of his sweat.
Mhm.
It needs to be completely clear with a very, very faint bubble to it, so people might mistake it for like high quality homemade booze.
Yeah, kind of.
Ooh, that's actually better.
With the slight purplish.
Oh yeah, huh?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Is very. Yes.
Yeah. It's like when you're wearing like what is it called? Like you're kind of wearing some like like you're wearing like a wetsuit or something, or you're just wearing like a poncho, and you can feel that layer of water. You just kind of sloshing around that quite
Like,
can't get
like
out.
a wetsuit.
Yeah, that's what it's like, but it's just it's bottled with a very big danger on the just written on the bottle in crudeness.
It would make for a very effective weapon for distracting enemies. Like they start to attack, chuck the jar at them, and watch them bang each other.
Yes. Okay.
Ivy
So
logic, they watch them bang each other.
Citrus
Ooh,
takes a shower. Jade's gonna wait
Sweet.
their turn. Captain's
Bird is also
gonna
gonna return as
check up
well.
on Ulyan after their impromptu nap. Ulyan?
Checking on Olean after his impromptu nap.
Yep.
Or is he still on? Did he just wake up?
It probably would have woken you up by this point.
Who woke me up though? No
Yeah.
one, or I just woke up.
The captain.
Okay. So beforehand, Olean did just increase the power to that thing.
Yeah, Ulyan helped the captain make some important pieces for the ship.
Okay. Olean gets up, groggily.
Grudgingly, he will stand.
Mm.
I mean,
What
it's
time is it? What day is it? What year is it?
Not important right now. The station is going through a hard reset, and I'm gonna need all eyes on deck if something goes wrong.
Okay. Does that mean I go where you go? You tell me where and I tell you what I see. Sorry,
Yeah.
I'm a little groggy from sleeping that long.
The creation engine is back online if you want to get yourself some food and water. I'm gonna need you over in captain's seat, just watching the station.
I'll watch the station, but Olean's memory of the previous person who was doing maintenance told him you might not want to trust what's in the creation engine. He's still like, I'm not eating anything from the creation engine. I will never eat anything from the creation engine.
Why not?
Your people said things about what that stuff is really, and now I am questioning it all.
I mean,
I mean, that food you were eating before, it was creation engine food.
And oh, you're here.
Of course I'm here. You can't get rid of me that easy, you fluffy bitch.
We're all here.
Oh, so you
I
all
can
didn't
just,
go on
I'm
the.
imagining Raven is just kind of still sprawled over Vivian, just draped over like a wet towel.
Pretty
I can
much.
say-
Just waiting their turn to get out of that fucking suit.
So you guys didn't go exploring the station while I
No.
wasn't. This.
We did.
No.
We found the other AI cores, and now the ship is currently being rebooted.
So it's being rebooted. Does that mean it did another one of its changey what's its faces?
Oh no, this paper I found, we can reconfigure the station manually.
It's like manually breathing,
Good.
but less annoying.
Good. I'm not going in there. I'm not going in there. I'm not
You're
going
not
in there.
you're not going back
Anyway, why would I do that to myself?
because you like to help.
I like to help, but I also don't like to die.
Well, he can help
What
from
if by
from
not
the ship
dying,
here.
but also helping you help less?
Also, if I'm in the ship, yeah, I can help more because then I can see things, and I am not going to constantly press a button that appears on your helmet every 5 fucking seconds.
I'm not apologizing.
You
Raven,
shouldn't.
do I need to give you another?
Hilarious.
Hey, you know what? I was giving you important real-time information on the battlefield. Not my fault, you just have a small brain that can't deal with that much information.
Says the bird.
Oh yeah, fucking rely on racial stereotypes. I guess what they say about Terrans is true. Racist.
No,
Olin groggily goes to wherever he needs to sit and sits there. Just tell me what I need to read. Just tell me what I need to do. I have what's known as a migraine.
Well,
The
for the
captain's
moment, we're
gonna
just relaxing. We're just waiting on the station.
Mm-hmm.
captain's
Mm-hmm.
gonna point out the window. See that station right there?
Mm-hmm.
Make sure it doesn't move. And if it does move, start screaming.
I'm not gonna scream. I'm just gonna casually say, "Oh shit, it's moving."
That would be effective too.
Either that or find a random ass button that puts a loud piercing noise into all your ears so you all recognize this is bad. Everyone works. I don't care. I know I can use some static electricity on these things and cause some shit to happen to your ears if I wanted to. Anyway,
So Raven, how are you holding up? You've been kind of flung over a backside for a couple hours now.
Well, it is comfy back here. It is very warm and soft. Well, I would assume soft, at least
No, they
through the
are
suit.
not soft.
I was just like through the suit.
Imagine you are laying on a giant tarantula. Probably what it feels like.
Soft enough.
It's like laying on a bunch of ceramic hair.
Ooh,
It's not.
Like a
crinkly.
bristle brush
Yeah.
for scrubbing a barbecue or something.
Yeah, it is not pleasant per se, but it's better than needles.
Well, through the suit, it might be kind of crinkly, but it's pretty comfortable.
And she does have clothes on after all. She's got a couple of vests and a skirt on.
for shame.
Yeah. So Citroen finishes their shower. The
Oh, hi,
creation
kitty.
engine closes the door behind them and opens it again to reveal a small vial of concentrate. And
not yet. You've been out in the rain.
Jade, you can go ahead and hop in the shower.
yay.
Then once
Jade
Jade is
goes
done, Raven, or wait, who's next?
Yeah, it was burb.
Yeah, okay, Raven, you can get that suit off.
Yeah, back into the comfy clothes. Which, for reference, is a vest and some like slightly past knee length shorts. And black as the night.
I have an adorable kitty. She's purring up a storm. Because she just came inside. She always comes straight to me when she's soaking wet from the rain.
Wet cat.
Oh.
She's like, pet me now. Give me that warmth. Then, of course, once I have warmed and dried her, then she's like, okay, you are of no use anymore. Disappears. So in the meantime, Vivian's just gonna chill. When they are ready to go back on the space station, since Olin's gonna stay behind and monitor things, Vivian will suit up to what do you want? To go with them.
All right.
What do you want? But that only when they're ready.
My back.
Oh my god, right about his back. Here we go, Garrett. Nah, I'm sorry, man. No, fucking
Like-
sucks.
Lay down, man.
Mm.
No, because that would somehow make him gay. Alright. What would Vincent do once he's done showering? I mean, wait for the next time I'm on the station, definitely. Check the edge of his wrist knife, realize yeah, it's still sharp, but it could be sharper. And then wonder, how mad would the captain be if he was to drag it against the ship to slowly sharpen it? And then he thinks against that, like, probably shouldn't. But although, well, no.
The ship would have to be made of a stronger material than a wrist knife. Sharpen.
I don't know if the ship is cut from the same cloth as that fucking station metal.
No. The station metal handlebar, though. Maybe. Oh, right.
I just haven't seen the stream go live, so I'm like, oh, they're probably fighting with name a fucking program. Gross. I felt that one hit the back of my throat.
There you go. I thought
Wouldn't-
something sounded off.
Yeah, you didn't have the or whatever the tone is today. I don't know. It changes, which is good, but also, you know, they're just playing Elden Ring. What a nerd.
I do that occasionally.
As the one who's practically playing their second playthrough. And on my phone! Come back!
No.
I hate it when it slides and runs away. I need that.
I'm gonna send you
What?
something.
Okay.
Alright.
Fuck this wall.
Captain will check on his personal data pad. Does anybody know how long the station said it would take to reboot?
Ah!
Yeah.
About an
What are you
hour.
doing?
Ah!
Yeah.
Just pained bunny noises.
I'm alive.
That's good.
Tell your mom to put her dildo away. Damn.
Why's it
That
gotta be
made me
gas
throw up.
powered?
Please stop making me throw up.
Guess if you had that right, never mind.
Yeah, it's weird enough that she has photos of the cousin. Really, the model that.
But no, Jade, the ship said it'd take about 2 hours.
Oh, friend.
Is that
Well,
that?
it take like an hour.
Well, the station said
Oh,
it'd take about an hour or two.
hour. Oh, well, maybe again, lied to. Human
Alright.
technology. Along with you. After.
Yeah, I'd be worried if the Doki CI suddenly started speaking normal English.
I know they can. They just refuse to speak languages.
Yeah, my Doki is rusty at best.
Yeah, I read the report.
What report?
Yeah.
Well, anyways, while we're sitting
What report?
around, you guys wanna hear a joke?
Sure. I also want to hear this report.
Alright, so
Once upon
So-
a time.
there once was a man who was supreme emperor of the universe, you know? He owned literally everything. Every person was his slave, and every planet his playground. There was literally nothing he could ever want or couldn't do that wasn't his to be had or to be done. And this
Mhm.
supreme emperor, right, he had but one son who he lavished perfection and gifts upon. And so it came on the day of his only son's 15th birthday that he summoned his child to his throne room. Son, the emperor said, today is your 15th birthday. For your present, I will give you anything you wish to have in my universe. Whatever your heart's desire, I have the power to make it so. The emperor sits back on his platinum throne, eagerly awaiting his son's decision, pleased with himself, content with the knowledge that his son will make his fun. Pleased with the knowledge that will soon make his son happy by providing him anything that he desires from his grand empire. So the son thinks long and hard, and then thinks some more, finally comes to a decision. Father, yes, son, I have thought about what you've offered, and I have come to a decision. Yes, son, whatever you wish. Name it, and it's yours. I will command it. I thank you greatly for your generosity, father. For this, my 15th birthday, I would like, yes, a pink golf ball. The Emperor can scarcely believe his son's request. Incredulously, he says, Son, I can provide you with all your wildest dreams, anything in this cosmos or the next. All yours but to ask, and after all that your heart desires, a pink golf ball? Solemnly, the boy answers, Yes, father, I have thought this through, and I am certain. One pink golf ball, and I shall be content. The Emperor, perplexed, nevertheless grants his son's request. So be it. I shall provide to you a... Are you sure? Yes, father, I am sure. Very well, one pink golf ball, then. And so it came in the following year, on the day of his only son's 16th birthday, that he once again summoned his child to his throne room. Son, the Emperor said, today is your 16th birthday. For your present, I will give you anything you wish to have in my universe. Anything your heart's desires. Now, do you wish to have a planet of your own, a slave colony, a new business venture? And his son cuts him off and says, Nay, father, I wish only for a singular pink golf ball. Confused even further by the same request as last year, the Emperor asks, Why is it you wish to have this pink golf ball? And the son says to him, That is for me to know and for you to find out, father. Respecting his son's wishes for animosity in this topic, father agrees and has a slave sent off to bring them another pink golf ball this year. This troubles the Emperor, of course, but soon there are other matters to attend to, so he pushes it out of his mind. And the next year, and that's when the station in the background lights up.
Pink golf ball. That's the password. Got it.
Oh, well, I'll finish the joke later.
It's not a damn joke. That was a story.
You got us invested for nothing.
All right. Nice. Nice.
Man.
I'm the captain. By all intents and purposes, I think I'm technically the captain because I have his finger.
Ah! Stitcher, I have your volume all the way up and you're still quiet.
No clue.
Yeah, Yeah, you're only hitting 30. You usually tap out at like 20.
What?
That seems like a you problem.
That's better.
That definitely seems like a you problem, buddy. No, but seriously, if I'm too low, it's on your fucking end, because my stats are exactly the same on this inline as they've been pretty much for a year and a half.
10 would laugh at
I
this one
blame Discord.
10 out of 10 would laugh at this room, 10 out of 10 would get sliced in fucking pieces.
It's always good to blame Discord. It's never any Discord.
Discord is kind of fucking garbage. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It 1000% is garbage to the point where people are literally flocking to Telegram for it. Because it's not fucking Discord.
The only thing Telegram needs to usurp Discord is like nested chats. You know?
Yeah.
That's it. Which
They're already
they
working
sort
on it.
of have with folders, but you gotta set that up yourself.
Yeah. They're actively working on developing nested chats and shit like that, so people can
Oh,
just
good.
bump up. Yeah.
Because, like, I'm having a hard time finding any other chat that, like, even comes close to Telegram. You got an actual marketplace that you can set up as a storefront in chat form that automatically converts currency and works through PayPal and any other bank service that you want to set up with it. You got channels that you can set up to just broadcast messages like Twitter. You got fucking live streams that you can run OBS through and have like an actual high quality professional setup. You can do, you know, video streaming with ease. It's got multi-user chats, and I'm pretty sure I heard somewhere that they're working on like user-specific volume sliders like Discord has. Telegram already has a form of noise suppression for their call feature, because you can make calls through the internet if you have the other person's phone number.
As long as you're not bouncing around between cell areas, it actually is pretty stable and sounds good.
Yeah, and that's just like any other internet provider call service.
Any other VoIP company protocols and shit, it's pretty much they're surpassing them slowly.
And they're completely free.
It's completely
Telegram
free.
is
Yeah.
basically what Skype could have been.
And they wouldn't have
But
been bought by
Microsoft.
Microsoft, yeah. And Google Hangouts used to be, until Google wanted to be too inclusive with its. They wanted to really balls deep on that Web 2.0 with the mass centralization. And it's funny because now we're getting that whole decentralization of everything.
Right. Oh, another thing Telegram does really well, like it did from the start, it had actual point-to-point encryption.
I think it still does. It's just you
It
don't get
does.
that cool little matrix thing anymore.
Yeah, well, if you go to a secret chat, you can still do things like set images with timers and have stuff that only plays once, and, you know, and it self-destructs on both people's devices. Like, it will actually follow the image through your phone's or your computer's files and everything to delete it.
Yep. Keeps everything nice and neat. That way you can't.
It's pretty fucking cool. It's a good setup,
yeah.
just kind of in general.
Yeah.
But yeah, Telegram is a good app. More than half of its user base are furries, but hey, that's so is the rest of the planet.
And again, there's 2% of it that's like terrorist, but you know.
Yeah, well, I mean, you're not gonna get away with that. If you've got like encrypted point-to-point, there's gonna be the C people that want to use it for like, you know,
No, it's
trafficking,
okay.
whatever.
The guy that owns Telegram actually monitors terrorist activity on his app and reports them to the Interpol.
Oh, good. Because I know he doesn't report anything else that's going on. They're like, oh, so you want a backdoor into our system so you can see what people are talking about? Yes, me being government body from some country, I would like to have access to those conversations your people are having. Problem with that, if we make a backdoor, anyone can see the conversation, and then it's not secure, is it? So we didn't.
Exactly.
Oh, okay, well then just give us the user data that you have. Another problem, we don't.
What? Wait a minute. You mean you're not seedy like Facebook and Microsoft? You actually respect people's privacies? I know, wild. Isn't it?
It's funny because the Chinese did try to hack into the Telegram's code, and he thought it was fucking hilarious because people don't know that the guy that made Telegram has a history as a hacker.
Yeah.
Well, he built it to be anti-hacker, not. It's like a guy who actually breaks into safes for a living building a safe versus the people who think how they know how a safe cracker works.
It's pretty funny
Yeah,
too. They got
Like in the lock-picking lawyer, we're making locks.
exactly.
Exactly.
I'm pretty sure, I don't know if it's still going, but I remember a few years back I heard about Telegram actively, like, going out of their way to say, yes, come try and decrypt a conversation between these two people.
Mhm.
Figure it out. We'll pay you, what was it, like $5,000?
One guy did, and then they paid him, and then he showed them how he did it, and then they fixed that, and now I think they stopped doing it, but for a while they had like a $25,000 reward for anyone that could decrypt a conversation.
Yeah. Well, the problem is once you figure out what one word is, you can start working backwards and figure out the rest of the conversation. I think they changed the sequence, or the algorithm that was being used.
I'm actually pretty sure it changes by the hour with every secret chat. Like every secret chat that you have up for an extended period, it will alternate. It's like a rotating sequence, so it's never the same. I.e., it's like having different guard shifts and like a guard shift schedule designed via random number generators versus some dude be like, all right, Jeremy, you're gonna work this day to this day.
Right,
Also,
which
in this
is
day, they use the
more than a
garage
lot
door
of
method.
VPNs.
Yeah.
Yeah, what is it? Governments can get into your VPN pretty easily, unless you've got
Yes.
like some weird off-brand made-it-yourself thing going on.
That is something that is like entirely fucking. I don't know where. Like, what is it? NordVPN and them have done a great job at convincing people to think that their VPN is secure. It doesn't secure your network. It literally just hides your network location from outside providers that aren't your IP address provider. Your IPA can still find it like it's nothing because it's basically just sequencing, and the government can find it through your IPA.
The only VPN I know of that actually, like, encrypts your data is TunnelBear, because it actually goes from your computer to a set of servers before it gets pinged to a location.
Yep.
That's not secure. They could be trying to get your info. Man, you have to be able to. Yeah. Well, point being.
I'm telling you, you don't want your shit to get hacked. Have a Russian keyboard hooked up to your computer. You'll never get hacked again. I'm not shitting you. They're that petty because of Putin being such a bloodthirsty psychopath that if they dare disturb a single person from Russia, they'll just try and kill the hackers, but he just doesn't care about any other country, which, you know what, how would you like it if American, it's like 16 million confirmed hackers started doing that. 16 million white dudes sitting in the middle of SoCal with nothing to do but harass you. Have fun with that.
Best of luck.
Gonna take out their fucking.
Okay,
All right, so
thanks
station
Verizon
time.
for sending me a notification to download Candy Crush. No!
I fucking
Download
hate that. I
Candy
got
Crush
that yesterday.
today.
Download it now.
No, it's Dookie.
You're Doke.
Road.
There's literally a
Alright.
million other Match 3 games out there that I could play for free.
You should pay 20 bucks and buy a Honey
But
Pop
you
and
can
then
play
Honey Pop
Candy
too.
Crush for free too, though.
True. But you should totally play Honey Pop. Awesome. Recommend it.
I mean,
totally
there's
haven't
better
never
porn
I'm back.
Match 3 games than Honey Pop, but yeah.
Okay, first off, fuck you. I love Jessie May 1000%, alright? So fuck off. That's the only reason I play it. Because I don't know what it is. I just love that old bitch.
Alright, well,
Maybe.
Citroen can enjoy their MILF porn game.
I feel like Citroen would actually like have discovered that after leaving the After leaving his like home and going to the bigger areas that have a lot of odd jobs that he worked, where the traders all are, he would have been exposed to that stuff and have discovered that he likes older women and he likes bigger women than him.
I mean, if you want to add those to your kink list, fair enough. If you fill up the kink list before I can, I mean, it's a better chance at it being something you actually enjoy.
Exactly! I mean, I've already filled it up.
If that's the case, then I might as well go ahead and put interspecies on Jade's list.
I've already filled
Yeah,
mine up.
there's only 5 slots. After that, you can't fit more.
Prop blocking bitch. But yeah, I've already got my 5, and no, I won't tell you what they are. That way I have a better chance of not having them used against me in a crippling manner.
But that's how the system works.
I know, but I don't like being called out.
How dare you call me out like this?
You bitch, I'll kick your ass. You don't even know.
So the station has turned all their lights back on and begun to rotate in a more stable form than it was before.
Less limping halfway through space.
Less wild flailing and more organized.
It is no longer rotating on 2 axes, just the one now.
Oh, this is good.
Most excellent. Excellente most SS.
What?
Alright. Well now, let's just hope that all of the guns aren't active.
Yeah, that would be bad.
Yeah. Not conducive to my long-term health.
I don't know. Everyone do a forehead check. Anybody have a red dot?
Jade's gonna touch her forehead. Nope. Still empty.
I don't know why you would do
or
that.
something to see.
You can't feel the red dot. You need get a mirror.
Well, here, Zitron, do I have a red dot on my forehead?
I don't know, do you?
Yeah, they do not.
Did you ever consider he might be colorblind? You don't know how his species works.
True.
It's very
but
insensitive,
I'm not.
Jade.
But for fair reference, I am not colorblind, so you're good.
Fucking species that can't see infrared.
What an inferior species that is saved from the blindingness of the sun every day. Bastards. Scratch my leg here. Alright.
Well, I mean, looking
Well, goddamn
around,
fine, you talk. God.
doesn't look like anyone's got any laser sights pointed at them. So I think it's safe to say that we're not in any immediate danger. Then
Look
again,
outside
it
of
could
the
take
ship.
a while for the defense systems to warm up after they've been shut off. The ship's
Alright, well.
BI is still doing something, so...
We should be thankful it's not that weird super tech you Karens used to have.
what do you mean?
I don't know. Something about, yeah, it basically used to be able to shoot you through time.
Oh, we still have that, it's just illegal now.
You know, I feel like that should have been illegal from the start.
Well, when you're fighting beings from the second dimension, you don't really have all that much legal ramifications in developments
And in a
of
room
weapons.
full of water. Zitron's mind 2D means paper. Paper dies to water.
Which, I love that's just like a side point in the greater fucking universe that I'm basing this setting on, that the Terrans literally fought beings from the second goddamn dimension in a war.
I fought paper fucking Mario. They're great assassins, I hear, because if they turn slightly to the left, you lose sight of them.
Exactly.
Only problem is if they stick out their tongue, they look like a zipper.
The best way to fight against them would literally just to be stand on what is known as a cattle guard. If you think about it, you literally would be immune to their advances. You just sat there with a shield or something raised on a cattle guard, You would be untouchable. What are they gonna do? Huh? They're gonna magic their way over to you?
So, Captain,
Yes.
you wouldn't happen to have any knowledge of why I got so angry and why that happened, would you?
I haven't the
Ooh.
faintest, unless you've broken your studs to the point where you turned into a psyker, but that has several fail-safes to prevent that, which would mean that you're actively dying as we're talking.
Huh?
Seeing as you're not foaming at the mouth or leaking spinal fluid through your nose, I'm gonna err on the side of no, that's not what happened.
Okay, this is good.
But it could be.
Because it happened not just when I got really angry, it was when I was absolutely terrified of that thing that I thought was me.
I mean, I'm from a backwater planet that based a lot of the interactions off of old video games and roleplay, so whatever information I have is gonna be steeped in mysticism and all of that. But, I mean, from what I can gather while I was, growing up, particularly powerful emotions made their spells work better. I don't know if that was just a game mechanic from whatever planet we were on, because we moved between the planets.
Mhm.
But that might lead you somewhere.
Maybe. I'll look more into it when we get back to a station with a net buoy.
Yeah.
I'm not connecting to that one.
Now I'm sad.
Rude.
I miss flying.
Do you need a hug, Captain?
No, I need a stiff drink after all this.
You and me both.
Alcoholics.
I need to hit the casino too.
You hit the what now?
Casino.
Oh, I thought you said hit the Xenos. Like, you hit me, I'll beat your fucking ass.
No,
Yeah, that's pretty intolerant of you, Jade.
It was a misconception, Raven. Don't dig the knife.
Eesh.
Well, alright, so I guess we're going back onto the station.
I fucking am. If the damn thing will open up!
Can we
I,
get
I'm
new
not
suits
done
while
laying
we're
claim
here?
to your property.
Can we get new
We'll
suits while we're
see about getting you guys back onto the station.
Yeah.
I'm gonna check in with the VI actual core, so I'll be a minute. You guys talk amongst yourselves while I'm doing that.
Okay. So is it just gonna be me and Zitron going back over there then?
I can go with you
Yep.
this time.
There's weird squiggly shit going on over there, and I want nothing to do with it.
I mean, I think the weird squiggly shit has been cut down to a minimum at this point.
You've been cut down to a minimum at this point.
You're
But-
damn right, I haven't slept in almost 17 years. I'm not even 5 foot tall, and I got huge tits. Leave me alone.
Oh, then go put your tongue in a light socket or something. That'll get you going again.
Nah.
I mean, I'm
No.
like 5'3", and I'm considered average, though it's not average.
You're lucky, I'm 4'5",
Ah,
and I
was
got
forgetting my height. The
I
trend
got
once again blanking on
You're
his
short
height
like me.
being tiny.
these huge tits. She's gonna kind of bounce them up and down some. Why are they so big?
That's your fault.
that's
How is
where all
it
your
Oh,
height
when
went.
you were young,
Ah.
I don't know.
I mean, I have spheres of my own that are quite large. The only difference is you can't see them because they're in here.
Yeah, that means I can't do what I did to Raven to you.
I mean, you could when they start to swell up from arousal and, like periods, but if you do that, I'm liable to rip your leg off and beat you to death with it. Maybe eat your corpse.
Citrus
Doing
gonads casually so large, their stomach and bladder are tiny in comparison, make up for the
Yeah.
difference in volume.
You don't gotta talk about that fucking part of his body. You leave his anatomy alone.
Anyway, so you got any more of that pheromone for us to sell?
Yeah, I got this. And just holds up a literal liter of it.
Oh,
Don't smell it.
I'm not gonna smell it.
Don't smell it.
Narrows
not.
eyes.
I'm not.
What happened to the first one?
It's in my. It's safe. I've still got it.
Yeah, you probably got it in your snuff pouch. I know how this works. You humans and your weird biology.
I don't do snuff. I don't even smoke. Haven't smoked in like 5 years.
There you go. I knew it.
And even then, it was at a hookah bar.
Hooker. Prison pipe.
No. Hookah is different than hooker. Hooker is a lady of the night. Hookah is something you smoke out of. It's like a glass thing with a dish on top that you put tobacco in, and it's got a hose that you. Oh, so good.
I love this game. I'm looking at an arrow literally sticking out of my head.
I will not be denied.
Basically. Caught one straight to the fucking skull.
What?
DM. Jade's being a retard.
You mean like normal?
Oh no, that's a fair point.
If I wasn't a retard, you all would be worried about me.
A little bit.
Just a bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'd be worried you're having like a stroke or something.
Mini seizure. Heart attack.
Jury duty, jury duty, blackmail, jury duty. Sorry.
Speaking of jury duty, I got jury duty next week.
I'm sorry.
Next Monday.
I reiterate my previous statement. I'm sorry.
And not just regular jury duty. I'm going to be part of a grand jury.
Ooh. Wait, why?
I don't know.
Who'd you kill?
I didn't kill anybody.
Alright, I'm back. Wait, who did Jade kill?
No, I got jury duty.
Jade.
Jade killed my hopes and dreams.
At those?
She smothered them with her breath.
Anyway, it turns out the station BI were just trying to figure out how to communicate with the ship since, Silky.
Yeah.
The very stubborn cat, you mean?
So yeah, someone's gonna have to go over there and input a manual sequence of numbers to, override any ancient lockouts. It shouldn't be too bad. They'll just walk you through the process.
Is it on the
All
outside?
right. What's the numbers?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Did I not just say it's an ancient process?
Okay.
Do I look
Well,
ancient?
Damn.
Yeah, I don't know how old you are.
Zitrun just raised his eyebrow.
I mean, I'm 100.
I'm learning things about Jade that I just don't think we're ready to learn yet.
What, that they don't like having their large breasts, even though they keep playing with them constantly?
And that they also customized them with lights and stuff.
I don't see anything wrong with
I mean,
that.
if you had the money, wouldn't you do stuff like that?
No,
I
that
don't think
completely defeats the purpose of tactical augmentations like
I
razor
don't know
blade
how
swing
expensive
and flight.
blue prosthetics would
All right,
be.
fine. Then I'm not going to talk to my guy about LEDs under your wings so that you light up when you fly.
I need
Hey,
to
if
be
you don't like how
stealthy.
big
I
your
am the
breasts
knight.
are, just go put on a new sheath.
What?
The new, new sheath, go hop into the cloning machine and get put in a new body.
No.
And you do like your boobs. Don't lie to us. We know how this works. I mean, it's honestly fine. You are proportioned reasonably well, if not a little front heavy.
I mean, hey, they also make a good cup holder when I'm lazy.
Personally, I don't mind them.
I have heard they make excellent fry hold.
Yes. When I just want to be lazy, laid back, I just put them right between them. Just boop. Sometimes I'll put them up high so I can just lean my head down. No.
I'm on fire.
Well, Vivian's going to make her way over to the creation engine. Have it make her a nice spacesuit. One that she can talk in.
One comfy for the kitty.
All right.
Also, Raven, do you need help getting out of that suit?
Raven would have already gotten out of there.
Okay.
Yeah, no,
I thought he
they're
was still
back in their essentially bird capris and sweater and the vest.
A few feathers short, but yeah. Okay, so the creation engine VI will craft you up a suit that's easy to move in and gives you flexibility you need drawing. It will also be designed with some back-mounted racks of sorts that kind of flex, so that you could mount weapons systems back there or carry cargo or anything else you need.
Vivian likes
Is it true we'll just walk up to Vivian? Would you mind if I used you as a
Go ahead. Have a seat.
Ah, yes, good. He can put his knife away and bring boom all the time. Free! He's got a tail! Victory!
Oh,
Vivian likes the idea of suit-mounted guns and other such things. She's still gonna take her spear with her when it's
Okay.
necessary.
Yeah, it's a pretty stable platform. Carry things way heavier than any biped.
Yeah, kind of like perfect center of mass and everything for it.
Would the engine make guns and stuff for her, or she probably wouldn't really go for guns because she doesn't want to suddenly open things up to space.
Yeah, maybe if you do like a planet excursion, then the engine
Yeah.
VI would be like,
Like a
yeah, okay, there's
planetary
probably
one.
something that needs to be poked full of lead. But on a space station, after being told by the Doki VI that it's safe, quote, now, end quote, they're not gonna print you off anything that's gonna poke holes in a pressurized environment.
I can imagine it doing something like airsoft, but
Well, yeah, they got the what are they? The airsoft pellets with the coating that makes them melt down flesh. I forget exactly how I described it before, but that's essentially what it was.
yeah, like
Zomatic airsoft BBs.
Yeah.
That would be moderately terrifying. Just ah, my skin!
Oh, they're not plastic either. Those fuckers are metal.
I remember once when I had phones.
Oh, you could make them pointed so they're armor-piercing acid browns.
You mean like
I
pellets?
have to believe.
Those would be pellets, yes.
Yeah.
I'm talking about like the 3 mil BBs.
Ah, yeah, those.
Those brass fuckers hurt. Anyway, so Vivian's heading over to the station.
yes, she will go with the others.
All right. Let me open up Xcraft for you. Go ahead and shut this off since it's not being played anymore. Jump over to library.
Library.
Beat Jazz. There we go. Since you guys are probably going to be entering in the same observation lounge that you did last time, so that's the only dock that's available in this configuration. Okay.
Is that the previous, like the last map that was up, or is that a different?
The first map that I gave you guys, which is the same map that's up right now.
Okay.
Also,
I believe.
in this config, is the station airtight or no?
Oh, no, it's actually, let me, can I not? God damn it. I can't forward it. Whatever. The first map that I gave you guys, that's the current configuration. It's a sort of default.
The very first map. Okay, I will scroll up to that and find
Yep.
it out
Right.
as well.
It was,
Right
Okay.
under where Satsu got paralyzed.
yeah.
Oh, that track doesn't loop. Okay.
The big gay.
Nope.
I had my glass of gamer subs.
Oh.
Oh. You got the guacamole gamer farts?
I did. I've got Guacamole Gamer Fart and Blue Raz.
I think I'm about halfway out of this fucking game report over here, so I'm gonna get Blue Raz next.
That'll work.
He's her good.
Yeah, pretty fucking good.
Okay. So you are in room 9, airlock room.
Yes.
Did it go to?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I guess you got your suit patched up and headed over with them. The terminal's
Yep.
sitting there, blinking dimly. Oh, that's cool.
Jade is gonna walk over to the terminal. Because remember, last time they came, it only allowed Terrans to do things, really.
Yeah.
Alright.
She's gonna type in, like, is there like a just type in name thing, or
It just asks you for new user credentials.
okay? She's gonna type in Jade Amon.
Registry. Welcome back, Jade of Terrason.
Okay. Vivian, you're gonna need to register.
Yes, that makes sense. And so
Might be
Vivian,
slightly racist. Just so you know.
Why is it slightly racist?
Xeno gas.
so she's going to go over to the terminal and type in her name. Probably types really fast with all those damn fingers.
Are you just typing in your name?
Well, I think she's going to type in her name and tell it what species she is. Or she's gonna like introduce herself. Yeah.
Alright.
Welcome, Xeno Francas, Vivian.
And, Ditchern, are you gonna go through the process too, or no?
Yeah, he will. Well, he's going definitely do it. Might as well. He's already here. Maybe it won't be so damn mean. Which it probably will, because it's programmed to be a bit.
Well, like, call me a friend.
Yay.
You got upgraded to Fiend.
I'm alright with it. Fiend implies I'm just a menace to society, which I am.
You are a menace to society, don't lie.
Stop, either. You know whose
I think
problem that sounds like? Not mine. They call that wild bracket.
Alright.
Alright, so, Citroen, could you pull up the map to the AI cores, please?
The map. See. Well, here we go. This way. This room guide. I mean, he's willing to go through vents, but if it's more difficult for them to go through vents, he supposes he can go another way.
I don't know if Vivian can fit through vents.
Alright, as you guys are walking, you can hear Mary over the speakers, now that they're working. That was one of the things you guys could have fixed.
What do you mean quit? We literally actively just did. You know
Yeah,
what?
I know. They were one of the things you guys could have fixed while you were there.
I don't have the technical know-how, and we did fix them while we were here, didn't we? It seemed like they're
on the
functional.
system reset.
They came back online because of the reset, not because you guys went into the systems and fixed them.
I don't have the technical know-how.
I know you don't.
Jade is scared to plug into the station.
Yeah, because you would plug them in, and then, oh, by the way, here's a boss fight of a nanoswarm, because that's not like you can fucking see that from a mile away.
Oh, hey, you get to fight the captain in cyberspace.
Yeah, that was a very obvious fucking plot hook. Yes, plug in so I can have you fight the collective consciousness.
Oh yes, use a plug that you don't actually have the correct port for. Obvious plot hook for a boss fight, clearly.
It very much obviously is. I'm currently playing a game that's punishing plot hooks.
Moving on.
Anyways.
Secrets are not meant to be found, that's why they're secrets. Oh,
Yes.
Security terminal to make sure everything's okay.
Yeah.
Do we by chance have a gigantic EMP on hand?
Nope.
Well, then best of luck, huh?
That will be fine.
Sure, probably.
So, what room is the security station on your map thingy?
That's a good question.
On this map, the security terminal would be room number 1.
I think it's over here in the first room, which is appropriate because it's the most secure shape.
Please reactivate the core reactor in room. It's ready to continue startup protocol.
What?
Oh, the the reactor in that room. Well,
Isn't the reactor leaking?
Doesn't it have a radiation leak?
The reactor that you guys were interacting with on one of the other configurations was having a leak. On the second configuration, octagonal number 19,
Oh.
that reactor has a leak. Every layer has a reactor somewhere on it.
So, with this
Yeah.
one, so should we go ahead and reactivate the reactor?
Might as well, you know, you're gonna need power. Then again, they'll probably, like, teleport if we do. You're not gonna work the station if we do that, are you? Here, I don't want to be instead of a warping station. Exactly, but if I turn on the reactor and thus provide power, you know what? I'm no fool. I see what you're doing.
Are you going to warp if we turn on the power? Ooh, this incense smells good. It's rose scented.
It will take powerful soaring of energy to work under these conditions.
Okie dokie. I mean, either way, I suppose we can't stop them. The whole goal is to try and become part of the crew.
Part of the ship, part of the crew.
I mean, okay, I don't know what that is, but just don't.
Okay, I'm sorry. Let's let's go turn on the power, and then go talk to the VI cores, the AI core.
Good idea.
Okay, so Anonzi. Wait, aren't we gonna pass by the detective's little lounge place?
Yep, you will.
Okay, when Jade is there, she's gonna scour the room for ammo for that revolver.
Alright. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Perception! Give me your dice. Nope, not that one. I need you two.
Yum.
Now, where did they come in again?
A to 5 to 2 to... Or wait, is that a 5? Hold on. Open original. Full
5.
screen. 9325. 11 is the detective's office. If they want to go the fastest route to 30, they go 14, 18, 21, 26, 25, 24.
62.
Okay, so you got a 62.
Yes.
Okay. So you'll look around the office visually. You don't see anything. You'll feel around under the desk and under the filing cabinets. Nothing there. And you kind of smell something while you're around, crawling around on the floor. And over on the side of detective's desk, there's actually a hidden panel in the wood. And when you press on it, it pops out, and there's another speed loader there with a set of ammunition. There's about 4 rounds on it.
Yay!
And the only reason you know it's there is because it's sitting in a small pool of water and it's been oxidizing for ages.
Oh. Shit. She's gonna
Got excited.
take the speed loader and kind of shake off some of the water. Look at the rounds in it.
These rounds have a strange blue marking on the casing, as opposed to the blank casings of the other ones.
Hey, Captain, I found some more ammo for that gun.
Alright, cool. Is there any danger on the station that you need it for? Thought you guys cleared it out.
I don't know if it's clear, and I'm sure the station's clear.
We're sure it's clear, but just in case.
Well, alright.
These are different than the other ones. These have a weird blue marking on them instead of the other ones that had a red one.
Alright, I'll add that to the notes, I guess.
Different ammunition type, perhaps?
Maybe.
I mean, probably. You guys are in like a laser tag area, so it probably means something different.
Yeah. Probably.
So Jade's gonna pocket those for now. And then she will continue on with the kitty and the lizard. Clizzard.
Vivian, this is your first time actually being on the station and not looking at it through a shitty CCRT view. Do you have any opinions on the station?
She's very curious about it, and just kind of slowly inspecting the various elements. And you said that you said that the desk had a bunch of water in that one drawer or something?
In that one drawer on the side, yeah. It was like a hidden compartment.
Alright, so she's gonna be kind of curious about that. She's gonna, how would that have a bunch of water in it? Where would it come from?
Don't know. She's gonna open up the rest of the desk to see if she can find the source of the water leak.
very good question. Answer? I don't know. Let's find out.
Alright. You open up the desk. There's some papers in here.
I was like,
They've
paper?
been. Yeah, there's some people in here. Paper people.
Oh, the second dimension, they
What is the
returned.
church doing here? Get out of here, you damn Catholics!
Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition.
Exactly. Even if they gave 30 days notice, people didn't believe they were actually coming.
I should fucking have the Spanish Inquisition pop up just in the middle of space. Also,
Just so you know, I always expect the Spanish Inquisition. I literally, that's why sometimes I ask, like, what did they look like? Because if they're wearing red, I'll immediately resort to, it's the Spanish Inquisition!
we have come to check to make sure that you are still Christian.
Yep.
Okay, so the papers are written in lorem ipsum, and they've got some AI-generated looking faces on them. Supposedly case notes for role-playing, but some of them on the right side feel a little bit crinkly, like they got damp at some point.
Getting closer.
Vivian is going to look up.
Alright, looking up, there appear to be a couple of vents in the ceiling that help circulate the air.
Do you think some of the water came in from there?
It's possible. Condensation built up in the vents, maybe.
She's just going to shrug. I imagine back in its heyday, this was really quite the setup.
Oh yeah. All the rich assholes probably gathered on here.
Yeah, rich assholes used to coalesce, like, blood. Fun. Funny.
Either way. Alright, well, I got what I came for. Well, I got what I was looking for. We can continue. Yes, and she's gonna show Zitrin the bullets. I found 4 more bullets. Well, 4 more shots.
Yeah, sure, I'm sure those won't explode or anything.
They'll be fine.
I'm a
Yeah.
little bit concerned about that myself,
Yeah.
but I guess we'll find out if it comes to that, I suppose.
Yeah,
If the need arises, we will find out.
need always arrange. I don't have
Is Zitron still riding Vivian's?
You're damn right he is.
Of course.
His valiant steed.
Alright, so Alonzi, she will continue on with the 2.
And the reason she's letting him do that is because he asked politely.
What? Dirk?
Just Zitron comes with the mic. Don't do that.
Why?
Don't do that.
Why? You scared a statue that when you look at it, it gets closer, and when you look back,
That's too on the nose. I don't know what you're referencing, but it's too on the nose.
Gesundheit.
Moving on, and just walking still.
Right.
To the reactor.
So, you guys, using the aid of Zitrun's map, figure out that there is a secret door from 14 to 18, and you find it by literally just pushing on the wall and discovering that it's not actually there. Just kind of pass right through it.
Kind of like a hologram.
Yeah. And on the other side, there's sort of like a living area. It's got a nice pool in the middle that's sort of peanut-shaped with little palm trees that have since been unattended to and kind of made the swimming pool less than pleasing to look at. There's
That
some...
might be where the water came from.
Yeah, maybe. There's some deck chairs around and some sort of simulated sun overhead and a blue sky.
Is there anything in the pool?
I mean, there's a fuck ton of leaves in there.
I was about to say.
Yeah.
Coconuts.
Bird of beer.
Jade is gonna pick up a coconut.
You put the lime in the coconut.
Alright, you pick up the coconut and it's still kind of a little green and it sloshes a little.
Too bad it fell off the tree. Wait, I might be able to still wait for it to get ripe.
What? Oh, here. Food over here. Food over
Yeah. Coconut milk.
So Vivian's just gonna speak up. How do you milk a coconut?
Well, it's not.
Very aggressively, I imagine.
It's not milk per se.
Well, you see, you
It's
take
like-
a tap.
It's not milk per se. It's just like coconut water. It's like fluid that the coconut produces, and it's really
It's
tasty.
still made of the same thing of the composition. I think it technically would be milk.
I don't know
Why-
what chemical.
Why do humans have breast milk if they're not a cow?
Because titties.
It's not really acceptable logic, but alright.
It is for
Yeah.
Terrans.
Well, Vivian's just going to shrug and continue moving forward. Let's see. From 18 to 21, right?
Half of 21 is taken up by what appears to be the pumps that would actually keep water flowing, but they've long since shut down. It seems even before the station shut down that these things were up.
Wait! Can I roll for knowledge on how to fix those? Because he's worked with machinery before.
Yeah, sure.
He totally hasn't figured out what it feels like to have one's thumb twice the size as normal. Ah, he only got a 34.
Ah, well.
Old
You've never
ass
worked on this particular variety of machinery. You see, back in your home world, everything used flathead screwdrivers, and here they got some kind of weird star-shaped hole with like a pillar in the middle, and like,
Is it
you
like-
don't got the tool for that.
Is it like actually like is it a legit Phillips, or is it like that fucking proprietary 8-bit star that, you know, they have to have because, well, if they're gonna learn how to repair it, we'll just make it annoying and then yell at them when they build the tools like adults.
It is that proprietary bullshit, and you can actually break that stupid fucking pillar with a flathead and turn the screw anyways, but then they'll know.
Yep. Fuck you. You're not a cute snake. You're hideous and you die. And he's like,
So it's less of a case of not knowing how to fix it and more of a case of not having the right tool.
It's basically a case of not wanting to go through the bullshittery of fixing it.
Right?
beat on it violently with a fucking
It's like,
hatchet.
not worth my time.
Ah!
What are you doing, progressive maintenance?
Pretty much.
So you'll have to come back to that.
I will too. At some point.
Hey, the creation engine's running now. Maybe you could print the part you need.
Well, there you go.
Alright, so 26 to 21.
Oh Jesus
Or-
fucking Lord Almighty! What kind of sow designed that?
Oh, they're playing a game.
Elden Ring.
Anyways, lost my
What?
train
Oh
of thought.
no! No, that's their thoughts on that stupid fucking 8-bit thing.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry. Just I
Jade.
see this and I think, I like watching people fuck my life. And that's the kind of mood this gives. Because you would make it that hard to do a simple task. You clearly either don't have stick, or you don't know how to fight, or you're just scared and hateful and spiteful of the world.
That describes a lot of
Even
Terrans.
definition.
Okay, you both talked at once. What did you say?
Sounds like you in definition.
Oh, what's that? You want me to come back and beat your fluffy ass?
Go ahead. Come at me,
First
bro.
off, I'm not scared of the world, and I'm definitely not scared of somebody who looks like a mascot for a porn company.
Hey, at least I got to be the mascot of a porn company. Better than what you can say.
Zitrun thinking back to the horrible things that he's been through.
Citroen's a
Yeah,
mascot
sure.
of an entire planet. What are you talking about?
Not good. His planet sucks. His planet sucks.
Oh,
Every
then
time he tells a tale about his planet, I just immediately feel discomfort and sadness.
Well, yeah, that's mostly because it's my story. If it was such a bad planet, then how come every alien from across the fucking universe decides, I'm gonna go spend exorbitant amounts of money there?
Problems. And seeing other people die is helpful for their.
Alright, and he just reached over and mute. Alright, so I can't hear him anymore. I can feel my homicidal warrior just climbing, and I'm thinking, I could definitely take him, but it's not really conducive to the crew. Allow it.
Alright, so room 26 appears to be a sort of staff and lifeguard area. So it's basically storage for flotation devices, cool chemicals like chlorine, and it's got like nets here and a little, like a cute mini compactor to crush all of the leaves down into a solid state.
Jade is taking a bottle of chlorine.
Alright. Then from 26 to 25 or 20, your preference. 25 appears to be a sort of guard area, and 20 seems to be another employee entrance because it says so right on the door.
Fair.
And it requires a key fob to open that door, but you could talk to Mary and get them to open it for you anyway.
Vivian is thinking, since we're going down to 30, the shortest path will be through 25.
Yep. So you guys walk into the guard shack, and it's pretty simple. It's got a nice, comfy looking chair on roller wheels, and it spins. Got a nice wraparound desk, a little personal computer there. Got a service window. And on the back, behind a poster, there's a section of the wall that seems to have been manually hollowed out. Got bits of wires hanging down and kind of taped off to the side, like grapes. And you can step through into room 24 if you wanted to the area.
Jade's gonna take a quick look around the little security shack. See if she can find anything.
Alright, give me a perception check.
What is that? That's a... Alright. 91.
Alright.
Wait, yeah, 91.
Thanks, Dice. Do you have any bonuses towards that?
That is with the bonuses.
Don't you have, what is it?
I'm not wearing the glasses.
Brain? Brain? Hello?
The glasses give me a plus 20, but I can't wear the glasses with the
The
headband.
brain is mine. Get your own.
Fuck it. Okay, I'm just gonna look it up.
What?
Outcast.
I don't remember what it is, otherwise I can't help.
Yeah, that's why I can't find it, because I stored the memory in your brain. You lost it.
Nope, didn't lose it. Got replaced by something more important. Sorry, I reread the King of Yellow
Tenacity.
last
Okay. Don't you have any tenacity points from eating the apple? Pretty sure I said it would give you those.
Actually, yes, I do.
Yeah, because I got a 94, and if you want to find something in here, you would need something bigger than that. That's only if you want to find something in here.
And you said the apples gave 3.
Yep.
So 91 plus 3 is a 94.
They give 3
Unless-
points of tenacity. Every point you roll a 1d12.
Oh, okay. Then I'm gonna roll a d12. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll a second one. Because that's a 1.
I see.
So 92. Come back here. 10.
Okay, well, you're immediately taking 10 points of damage
Ow.
Oh.
from overexerting yourself, just really fucking straining.
Okay.
The only reason I mentioned that is because it popped into my head, like, wait, they're looking for a thing, but they rolled just barely low enough to fail. Isn't there a system to assist with that?
Yeah.
Alright, let me
So,
look at my
102
notes.
total.
Yeah, let me look at my notes. What's in here?
Because she knows, security station. There's gotta be something. Like a little security terminal. Because rich assholes like to feel safe.
That's true.
Alright, you do actually manage to find, along one of the walls of the security room, there's another section where you can press it in and it clicks like a pin and folds out into a hand scanning terminal. And it's got a very small keyboard off to the side with a very simple text output display. It's not even like a screen like the rest of the terminals you've been to, it's literally just a bar that you could enter text into.
Zitrun,
Hmm.
can I see the finger, please?
Sure. And then just fetch the finger from their backpack and offer it over. There you go.
Thank you. She will
Yep.
take it and use the finger to do a scan.
Alright, so you scan the hand with the finger, and text scrolls across the screen like a news scroll. Please enter identification credentials.
Well, you failed. Okay.
I wonder what happens if... Well, no, that'd be a bad idea. Shit. I'll have to come back for that later. I am curious.
What are you so intent on?
I found a hidden panel with a hand scan and a little keyboard. So if we can find the captain's credentials, I'm pretty sure we can get into anything. Since we have this finger.
I suppose, but at the moment we don't need to get into anything.
Yeah, it never hurts to do a little bit of investigation. Our main objective was to find out what the hell happened here.
They're Terran. They want to go and poke holes in things that might kill them. This is normal.
You got a point there.
So what happened?
I found a hand scan and a keyboard.
Good job. Proud of you.
But ow, my head hurts a little bit.
Too much math?
Maybe.
They honked hard. If I was a Terran, where would I hide things? Wait, no, I am a Terran. Fuck.
If I was ancient Terran.
If I was a human.
If I was a human.
Weren't we all?
Wall. Click. Yay!
Alright.
Okay, so come back to that later, then.
room 24 seems to be a sort of massive array of supercapacitors and battery stacks with a transformer grid set into the ceiling, with some of the wires hanging down on the ceramic spacer. And you've got, I mean, there's obviously the super secret room over in 29, but you've also got 30 there.
30's better anyway.
Isn't 30 where we were going?
Yeah.
Exactly.
So
30's better.
to 30.
Yep. To 30. But to 30 what?
Alright. You guys walk into 30, and there's this sort of toroid set in the middle of the room, and it's smaller than you were realistically expecting. It's only about the size of a dinner table. And it's got all of these pipes coming off of it, leading down to the ground, all set around the middle of the toroid. And there's a simple panel on one side of it, which is simply reads out the text. Oh, there it goes. My brain was slowing down, and then it just kind of came to a halt. Give it a second. It's gotta restart. Okay. The display panel reads out the text, awaiting user ignition.
Hey, you remembered. I'm proud.
Oh, and there is a small box of fireworks underneath the terminal.
Ah, there you go. That's what I wanted to hear.
Jade is gonna take the fireworks out of that room. And she's gonna take it to the security place before they do anything. The security shack. She wants those away from the reactor. He's like, I'll be back. We'll put this in a couple rooms over.
So you take the firecrackers away and come back, and the terminal is still, you know, got that dot at the end of the line blinking like it's waiting.
Alright. So, you guys want me to type in this?
No, it's only fair.
Wait, are we supposed to type in?
Some sort of sequence.
She's gonna walk over and type in begin reactor ignition.
Oh,
Sequence.
There it goes. Everything's about to blow up.
The screen will kind of shake and the text here, and nothing happens.
Yeah. That wasn't so bad. You guys are here. And also, what is truly? What is that?
Did anything happen?
Nothing happens. Screen shakes, text disappears that you typed in, returns to the same screen that you saw before.
Can somebody ask Mary what we were supposed to type in?
Yeah, is there another terminal in this room so we can talk to Mary?
There was one in the number 24.
Okay. Jade. I'll go with Mary. She'll kind of scamper off to 24 and access Mary. How do I reactivate the reactor in room 30?
Mary's doing a compute. Report.
I wonder how it's actually gonna say this.
Reactor powering this 3 activation sequence for today's results. Reactor powering this 3.
Oh, it just doesn't say it.
Oh.
Alright, so it's left bracket, colon, right bracket, right bracket.
Okay. She's gonna go in and No, bracket or parentheses?
Bracket. It just types
Okay,
it
good.
as a parenthesis on the screen for some reason.
Okay.
I guess it doesn't recognize it.
I guess she's gonna go type in the bracket colon bracket.
Alright. So you type that in, panel flips over, and there's a key on the other side. Literally just a turn key.
Alright, well, guess your butts good luck, everybody. She's gonna... Is there just one key or two keys?
It's just one.
She's gonna turn the key.
Alright, you turn the key, and there's a sort of sound of gloom igniting, and the toroid begins to sort of glow red after only a couple of seconds, and then it slowly cools back down to its normal metallic color. There's this subtle sound of the magnetic field establishing itself. I don't know if you've ever been around a particularly strong magnetic field, but it does actually have a sound. It's just usually overshadowed by, like, all the other shit that's loud in the room. Alright.
I had a video that was actually a reactor starting up, but I can't remember where.
Oh, I think I know
the massive clang is pretty good,
Just
yeah.
bang.
That's a different kind of reactor, though.
This one's non-nuclear. Is this a fusion reactor?
This is a fuse.
Oh, a different kind then, yeah.
Magic.
Helicopter online facility system warming up.
Awesome. Alright, so that's out of the way. Now the question is, have we earned the right to come to Kirk and purchase the station by taking it from them?
You said take it now.
Jade is gonna go back to Mary's terminal and ask what the captain's name, who the captain of the ship, of the station was.
I feel like we heard it once before, but that's been a while. But I don't remember it.
I tried to ask his name and I got audio recording, so can't give you much there.
Caption of this station's was on and off fighters, dawn of tourism.
There you go. Got it.
John of
There.
Stars. Let's see.
Ugh.
How would someone become new captain of the station?
Aw, snap.
Did it shut off?
But no, I just heard a noise.
Oh.
I think somebody joined in.
I can never fucking tell if someone's joining or leaving or what.
Yeah, I can't tell. I haven't memorized those noises quite yet.
It's the same noise.
Oh, it's the same noise for joining and leaving.
Yeah.
Discord, you suck. Get better sounds.
Get good.
Discord, I'm going back to Skype.
That's copyright. Bad.
No, it's his cover version of it.
Screw you, legal.
You know, it's hard to actually fit all of this in like one line that fits on the bar.
The previous caption would have to give a recommend or perishing the line of duty.
The previous one was give a command or perish in the line. Oh, okay, so that's pretty simple. So they either have to relinquish command or die.
I thought they were already dead.
Does that mean they're not dead?
Well,
they
mind
don't
is
have.
still active, but kind of trapped. I
But
was
we-
wondering if there's a way we could, free his mind
Oh,
and let him live
I
on.
got an idea.
Hmm?
Meow. We get his biometric data from a medical bay, and then we plug it into the cloning machine. Boom, cat and body. Unless you have a better idea.
But what if the captain hates you all and wants to kill us all?
Let's go talk to the AI cores.
You mean the VI, Dave, and the David?
Yes.
Dave and David, it is.
Alright, AI cores on this configuration are in 19.
That is where we shall go.
Zitron will get off of Vivian's back because he doesn't want to overstay his welcome on the comfort zone.
Well, she'll stand still while he's getting down. Then she'll just kind of paddle along beside him.
No. Ain't down. Yeah. There they are. Hello, Dave.
Alright.
I don't even know. They're all Dave to him.
Hello again.
Hello, everyone. We've brought a new friend.
Yes,
This is
this is
Vivian.
Vivian.
Yes, I watched the feeds from the ship.
He's pretty smart.
So, how did the reboot go? Do you have access to all the systems and everything now?
Yeah, I have access to many things. Unfortunately, the captain is gone. When the system shut down, the nanobot swarm was ejected, and once they got without range from each other, their network of minds was lost.
So, how would one of us become new captain of the station? Then.
Sit in the pilot seat, of course. Well, no, you probably don't want to do that. If you go to the security desk and punch in your own credentials, you should be able to give yourself the rank of captain.
Jade.
So, could I give myself the rank of captain?
Yes, even someone such as yourself could become captain of the station once all of the crew have been destroyed.
I'm pretty sure the crew isn't here anymore. I'm actually
How
certain
much
that
of the crew is left?
you saw to that, actually. Little Dave.
Yes, we made sure that all of the infestation was destroyed before the last configuration. There is still several layers that have been infested that are completely sectioned off and voided into the vastness of space. They are considered to be safe at the moment, but if we were to warp into some docking area, they will need to be advised of the condition.
I suppose we could take our time in configuring the station, maybe room by room, where applicable. One corner at a time.
Is there a way to manually configure the station where we can just put rooms that we need to cleanse?
Thank you for exactly repeating my idea
No, I'm.
while I was telling it.
Okay.
You are both correct. There is a particular room you need access to reconfigure the way that the station is configuring itself in the different hexes. However, that station currently has an infestation rate of about 85%. It will need to be cleansed at a station dock before you can access it.
Yes.
So we'll need the big gun. Metaphorically. I don't think, pressurized chamber. Boom.
Okay.
Move it up.
So, if one of us was to get access as captain, would we be able to access like security and any records?
The captain has access to systems which manually control the direction and orientation of the station. They are able to input distances and locations of which to warp, and they are able to plot courses throughout the universe. They are ranked above many other petty officers and are able to issue commands to those below them. Many of the officers below the captain have access to specific sections of the system that the captain themselves do not have access to for security purposes, such as security desk as mentioned before. The captain does not have the ability to give themselves another rank. That must be done by security personnel. However, a new security personnel can be created at any time. They must not have any prior ranks.
Wait, does the captain assign the security personnel?
The captain is not assigned to security personnel. The captain is unable to give themselves a different rank.
No. Does the captain assign the security personnel?
A security personnel may be created from any of the individual crew aboard the ship, so
It's
long as they do
saying
not
no.
have a previous
Okay. Who assigns the rank of security personnel? Is that just off of merit?
He repeated himself.
No, he can't. No, you're on mute. He's not listening to Olin, so you can bitch
Exactly,
at
but
all
Olin
you
doesn't know that.
Good.
The VI will
You
again...
muted Olin's.
Yep.
Let me try explaining this another way. Anyone is able to assign a security personnel from among the crew. The requirements for becoming a security personnel are simply that the personnel attempting to become security must not have any prior ranks.
Alright, so we're just gonna gloss over the glaring flaw in that idea. But okay, I get you now.
Yeah. Okay, so we go to the security terminal. One of us becomes captain. One of us becomes security.
And no, we're not deciding who becomes captain. We'll let the captain decide that. Because I know what you're thinking. A station off for me. How do I know you're thinking that? Because I'm thinking that.
No, I don't want a station. I just want to be security.
Sure. Like, people don't want... I mean...
No, you know why?
You know what? I don't care.
You know why I don't want a station all for myself?
I mean, pirates?
Because that's a lot of responsibility, and I don't want to be responsible for it.
Yet you want to learn magic.
Yeah.
I could probably become the captain of the station. It can't be too much harder to fly than this thing.
Well, hey, look at it this way. You could just configure the rooms to be car accessible.
That's true. I wouldn't have to go up and down a ladder just to get to the VI cores.
I respect you as a person, but I do find the thought of you trying to climb a ladder hysterical.
It is funny. I've seen it twice.
It's funny to watch Raven try to climb a ladder, too.
Hey, I got wingies to get in the way.
It looks funny. It looks like somebody draping sheets over a bar. Yeah.
I thought that
I have hooves.
big.
I do have a tail. Alright. So, we can just let Captain become captain of the station.
That works for me.
Captain John Hart. But we're 45% reduced on operational capacity of the thrusters. Conclusion, it'll be easy to avoid crashing into anything. Unless it's intentionally coming for us.
Alright, so... Captain, you want us to enter your details in for you, or are you gonna have to dock with the ship station and read that yourself?
I'll probably have to come down there myself if it needs my hand signed.
Probably.
I'm on my way.
Okay.
So while we didn't get any financial gain out of this inherently, we will have theoretically possibly acquired a station.
Well, I mean...
So...
we could still make money off the station.
Tell the Terrans come knocking and want it back. They don't have to skedaddle.
I mean, yeah, it'd be nice to have a massive station like this as a base of operations, but we don't have... well, it takes a lot of money to run a station like this.
Unless it's, you know, self-sufficient, like it's been doing for 500 years.
Nothing to do with the goop and the fires and the whole breach, but self-sufficient nonetheless.
No,
I'd
self-sufficient.
like to see you hold together with somebody punching holes in your organs over and over again.
See, I'm not a station, so that argument doesn't apply.
It literally does. You still have organs.
Nope. I'm a bird. I don't got organs.
Position where I'm at. Okay. Well, it looks like we're keeping the station because it can function with a mass driver. All I know is that mass is when you drive it, it hurts.
She said it's got enough for a jump. So my money is going to be on it's going to try and warp us back to Terra.
Yeah, that would be ill-advised because they'd probably destroy it. I think Mary's smart enough to realize that.
The captain will go over the comms. Terra is about 20 jumps away.
Yeah, we're not going to make
It could
I have
jump
a
us to
question.
that station that, what about that one station we were at?
We could use Olin to supercharge the jump abilities. I don't know how this works exactly.
No, hell no. I don't have that much juice in me. Dude, what the?
Even though I might not agree with Olin as a person, I don't think we should literally kill him while trying to test your theories.
Yeah, do not.
Though, with the Terran whole thing, didn't Terra get glassed, and the one that they would be wanting to go to, would it be the same one?
They rebuilt.
But it is in the same spot.
Yes.
Really? You guys
Yes.
just don't like relocating, do you?
No,
Like,
no.
out of character with that whole thing is they did rebuild, right? I'm not thinking of I'm thinking correctly. They rebuilt on the same planet. And they didn't just build an exact copy like two systems.
Yeah, no, it's the same planet.
Okay.
Fortress Sol is what it's called now. I mean, people still call it Earth, but to the rest of the galaxy, it's a fucking impenetrable fortress. The Mantid sent literally billions of soldiers to invade, and they all died before making landfall, and the ones that survived found even the casual people walking on the street were willing to take up arms and fight them off. Basically, the entirety of Japan fell, and out of that fall came the knowledge that if a Terran got mad enough, they could actually overpower the psionic abilities of the Mantid swarm. And that's when they first discovered that the Mantids attacking them were actually being forced to by the Hive's queens. And so the Terrans were then able to actually focus on the Hive queens and kill them all and free the Mantids. And that's why they're friends now.
To the power of friendship. And this
I just
It is
learned
a
so
fun
much about the Terrans I was not expecting to learn today.
This entire adventure has been learning about the Terrans.
Hey, the health core damage is critical, and the operational capacity is at 80%.
80% your capacity.
It's the Hellcore.
Problematic.
We do not want to go through there.
Nope.
The hell space is
Not friendly.
not navigable anymore.
So,
It might be best to advise Mary of that.
Yeah, Jade, or Captain, why don't you fill the AI in on all the things that your people did to accidentally break the universe?
Oh no, Hellspace is called that because it was that way when we found it. The precursor burned Hellspace.
Oh, okay.
Is this Hellspace much like this mythical Detroit?
I've heard it compared to that, but I think it's worse. Personally.
Yeah.
instead of stealing your porch, people, you get your soul stolen.
Wait, how do you steal a fucking porch?
Detroit.
How does that answer the question?
That's all. That's all she has. She's gonna say it's Detroit. Everything gets stolen.
Fucking porch.
Yep.
How do you fucking steal it?
I've heard stories of a most powerful and mythical machine known as a Miata that you can hook up to a porch and pull it right off of the building.
Yes, but the weird thing is they do
I
it
think
silently in the middle of the night.
lying.
War crystals stability 96%. Sun clip capacity 98% of station.
No, don't go no clipping. No clipping allowed. I hear side clip and I immediately think like no clipping for reality. Because I heard crystal. No clipping.
You're not entirely wrong, but it is called side slip.
No clipping allowed.
So I'm gonna go with the captain. Make sure nothing jumps him.
I'll I don't know, stay here with Vivian and brainstorm about. Fuck it, I'm gonna go try and fix those pumps. I could, unlike you, I can smell inside of there when I make the mistake of not having the helmet on.
Jade is gonna go and meet up with the captain.
Alright, first.
Olin is gonna stare at his station.
Zitrun just pulls out the big chunk of lever, just in case the fucking thing can't be fiddled with.
My
Zitrun's
lights just
actually
turned
like to
on.
go back. Yes, good.
Hey everyone, the station's still there. It hasn't moved.
Thank
That's
you.
the
Continue to
thing,
monitor
bro.
it.
Alright, I should probably unmute Olin.
This
Zitrun's
concerns me
quietly
because-
unmutes Olin.
My light switch flipped up by itself.
Good.
Tell the ghost not now.
Fusion reactor fuel
Tell it after the game.
sufficient for continued operation exceeding 999 years.
Wow, good news. We have 999 years worth of fuel.
Nice.
Or exactly one ancient human lifespan.
Exactly.
It's like.
At that point, shouldn't you just kill yourself and do the universe a courtesy of stop being a fucking problem?
Nope. Terrans will always be a problem to everyone.
Yeah, you're right. If I was immortal, I definitely wouldn't stop being an issue.
Every day that I don't sleep, I make it everyone else's problem.
You've been consistently making it my problem for what I'm assuming is literally 2 days.
Exactly.
One of these days, I'm going to drown you.
Yay.
In water.
I know. Then I can die and sleep forever.
You know you're
But
lucky.
won't you just come back to life right afterwards? Don't you guys have that weird shit?
Damn it! Yeah, mine only has 3 uses left.
That'll be
But
fine.
hey, you'd come back into a body that would let you sleep, though, wouldn't it?
Oh
No.
Want to find out?
no,
Let's test the logistics of this.
because these things cost money.
I'm curious. Can't we all just give it a go? It'll be helping our
Absolutely.
investigation.
Wonder if
You
I
want-
would revive.
You want to try and kill me? Bring it, bunny.
I wouldn't try to kill you. I would succeed.
You say, but
Yeah,
you know
sure.
what? I have, and you don't.
You can totally take the person with
Oops.
a military
got
background.
a-
Headlight
Done.
moves. You're mostly electronic. Most things that I can touch on you would kill you I could fry you. Pretty fast, actually.
You gotta touch me first.
It's true.
Yes, but in order for you to stab me or do any damage to me, you would also... Wait, hold up, you have guns.
I have a
a gun.
I was going to inform you. They have a freaking plasma gun. What are you gonna do? Just tell them no as they eviscerate your cerebral cortex?
I would sneak up on them. They would
you,
never see it coming.
There is not a
pump.
fucking chance.
I-
in
You aren't
hell.
that sneaky, Thumper.
Don't worry about what I'm doing to this.
I
pump,
literally
alright?
never sleep. So if you're gonna wait for me to
Just
fall
because-
asleep, not gonna happen.
Look, why would I wait for you to fall asleep? The fact that you haven't slept in so long probably makes it easier for me to sneak up on you.
Oh man, I hate these bolts.
What?
Richard is
hold on.
actively fiddling with it using his crisp knife like you do when you tilt your pocket knife slightly like this'll work.
Mm-hmm.
Basically the same thing.
Here, hold on. Here's an old trick I learned. Make Captain will pull a key off of his belt. Here, try using this.
And he will, in fact, try using it.
I'll be back.
It's substantially easier than trying to wedge a knife in there, and it does actually spin it.
Perfect. He can put his muscle to use and wrench it off. And when it gets a little tight, he just, oh, you think you're smarter than me, and he'll grab some of his own sweat and rub it all over it. Have that, you bitch. Yeah.
Just make sure I get that back, yeah?
Yep.
Life support towers active for deformation, plan control, negotiation. 56% systems.
Wait, hold on.
It.
That's more than 100%.
Don't question that.
Which way is the security office?
Oh, here, take this tablet.
Oh, thanks. And they will, in fact, take their tablet, and they appear to have actually put on a jacket before coming on,
Good idea. That looks professional.
instead of a spacesuit. And all across the back, you can see in various text from what you can reasonably assume being different species throughout the galaxy, because you see your own native language on there. Just the words, "follow me."
Follow me. Sorry.
Captain will eventually rejoin Vivian and Jade over by the reactor. Alright, so I got I found my way over to the security office, but I can't give myself the captain role. Who wants to be security officer?
Well, I suppose I could do it if you wish, or you could have one of the others do it.
I think you might be better because I'm not. My mental
I'm back.
faculties
Blair
aren't
says hi,
efficient
everyone.
enough. Hello.
Hi, Blair.
They're not good enough to be.
So, what I missed while I was gone?
Don't worry about it.
Captain walked over to Vivian and you asked who wants to be a security officer.
Jade, me.
Don't let it be Jade, please.
Why not?
I'd make Bird security officer. I am excellent at securing things.
They have a tendency to interact with software that they shouldn't, and that could, distract them from their security duties. Vivian, on the other hand, just kind of stares at things when she's not trying to fight fire with her fist.
Well, I suppose there is that.
Plus, I mean,
If you have
tactically.
it compromised or something.
I
don't
mean,
know.
if we're
No, how that
using
works.
stereotypes, if something catches on fire, Vivian's just gonna lay on it. So, it's between not actually assessing a critical station fire and getting distracted by the systems themselves. I think I'll take the one that has a chance of actually putting out the flames.
The cat. I'm not going off of a stereotype. I have seen Jade fiddle farting with things when they probably shouldn't be. But it's dealer's choice, really. That's just my 2 cents. Plus, I don't. I'm afraid that power might corrupt absolutely the mind of the gremlin.
But it's not absolute. But it's not.
That's why you give it. That's why you give it to Bird. Bird is incorruptible.
Absolutely never give anything to a bird.
Bird is on the
Rude.
ship.
Power, sandwiches, just never.
Bird is also supposed to be making sure that our locations get updated.
Damn.
Oh, that's right. I'm behind by a few minutes.
I mean, look,
Just hear knuckle cracks come over the mic. Scan. Even just a single scan. Just scan.
Thank you.
I mean, it's up to you. Either way, I'm just going to continue doing what I'm doing. He says is the slow and oddly interesting slurp sound of a fucking cylinder being pried loose of all the fucking, that bristly chocolate milk water.
Yeah. Yeah, I've had to replace a
That's what
fucking
he's
pump
imagining.
before.
Like, that's what I'm imagining is in there, so that's what I'm going with. Just the
Nasty,
separated.
grimy water.
Yeah, let's see. What was the reason this pump actually seized up? This pump seized because the carburetor intake got clogged up with leaves, and the fuel injector got, the oil went bad after a while, so it just kind of got clogged up in the systems.
Yeah,
And then once the actual, engine part failed, the pump diaphragm was basically left full of water that was slowly oxidizing the rubber, and then it started to leak. And then that leak got down into the actual electricals, and that basically seized it up permanently at that point. But those are all things that are relatively easy to fix by just taking it out and cleaning it. Except the electrics, that has to be replaced.
That's what this one's doing, is he's happily spending his time. He's keeping himself occupied while they work out the financial. Necessary by basically putting some of that technical know-how to use of cleaning stuff. It's a lot easier to clean this, mostly because these parts he can move by hand, whereas those fucking Land Cruisers, they literally needed cranes to operate on its piston.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Not to mention the sand gets everywhere. And if that gets into an engine, then it just fucks everything
It's
up.
coarse, rough.
Yeah, well, how those work is if you go off of like an actual... Somebody sat down after reading the entirety of Dune back in like the 90s and thought of how those land crawlers would theoretically work with their intakes. And it's basically a very interestingly, it's a baffled, almost Lexan system, so it's more resilient to the... It doesn't get clogged up as easy because it's naturally smooth versus the metal that'll, get ingrained with it. And it's cheaper to replace than slats of steel. And it's basically think of like an intake chamber, but parts of it have baffles rather than the weird like swirl that some of them do on large machinery. That way, it can basically be easily cleaned via opening it up and fitting a special coupling to the end that literally just creates a seal so you can push air through it and then run water. It was really cool, and that's how I always pictured it. Gigantic slats inside of a fucking giant piston chamber, basically, that totally would absolutely bisect you if they fell.
You did what in the chamber?
Oh, absolutely. It's gotta be terrifying standing next to those machines when they start up for the first time after a repair, too.
Yeah.
Pretty much anything over 20 horses is kind of spooky to stand next to.
Fucking standing next to a turbine you just spent a week repairing and hoping one of those goddamn blades doesn't come sailing 4 inches of steel at you.
Faster than you can react.
Slanted steel at that.
Yeah.
That's the scary thing. And those fucking turbine blades will rip through it like it's paper. And it's like, that's who we need to pay more. Fuck this pay the teacher shit. No, pay the nuclear reactor assistant. These dudes barely get over minimum wage, and they are literally working in the danger zone.
Without the cool music, because they have to
Or the
concentrate.
hydroelectric ones, or people who work with any kind of gigantic turbine.
Well, the people that fix the turbines get paid pretty good salaries. It's just, actually finding a job and bidding on it and actually getting the job. That's the hard part.
Because they usually have that, they contract to one company for like 30 years.
Yeah.
And it's been a lot harder with all the, anti-nuclear this. Why anti-nuclear exactly? I mean, you're like,
Do you even know how it works?
Let's get off fossil fuels. Okay, let's go nuclear. No, that's dangerous. And literally Saturn V's every day, isn't?
Right?
I'm just saying, if you really cared about the environment, you would have went nuclear when it was available, at any point after 1990.
Well, they just want to seem like they're trying.
It's old people wanting power. That's all it ever is with the world, history.
Yeah.
But don't worry,
Gotten
we'll just
a
be
lot
surviving
better
with
at
our
dealing
game.
with the waste too, which is nice.
We have literally gotten so good at dealing with the waste that after we do, and if we build the secondary reactors that are powered by waste, you have maybe, for every 5 tons, you have maybe 500 pounds of waste.
Yep.
Yeah, basically it's stuff that is easier to deal with. And hey, if it is just waste, guess what? We can make tank armor out of it.
Or we can make it completely inert through a process of essentially forced locking radiation of the radioactive material. That's the best way I can describe it because I don't remember the process, but it's basically what black holes go through, where they lose their energy to radiation, and it basically they just make it irradiate or spit out more radiation to the point where it's safe. Then they run it through a slag machine, and congratulations, now you have carbon you can work with for literally fucking anything because it's fucking carbon.
Well, it's not quite carbon at that stage, but it's close enough.
It's close enough that Australia still wants every piece of it for science.
Yeah.
Hey, they're the ones that got us going a little better on the old nuclear fusion route.
And the best part is it can't be turned back into nuclear energy.
Yep. But no, and then there's the argument: who's going to staff it? Oh, gee, I don't know. The people you pay to fucking staff it.
Yeah, I'm sure
Like,
you could get some.
That's such a
People.
stupid argument. Who's gonna staff it? Literally
The
more
biggest-
jobs available than there are people in America right
Exactly.
now, boy.
That is the biggest argument they have is they're expensive and it costs money to operate them. Yes, it does. But you know what else costs money? Recycling costs more money, but it makes you feel good, so you still recycle plastic and destroy everything.
It costs so much money to recycle. We made
I'm
it
just
China's
saying.
problem.
I'm just saying.
And they're not even doing it.
They're not doing
just
it
saying-
anymore. Yeah.
Yeah, they're just throwing it. I'm just saying, I want my HR Geiger waifus. Okay, you know the ones where he did a lot of, like women as robots. Him and I think Cronenberg also did that a while ago. They're really cool. Like they took really popular models and turned them into like atomic punk robots. They're fucking badass.
Hell yeah,
Yeah.
Atomic Punk is the best. Steampunk is
Fuck
cool,
yeah.
but it's heavy as fuck.
Yeah.
Atom Punk just has existential threat of radiation. Fuck you, radiation is existential threat.
Permanently radio.
Adam Punk has
permanently-
the spicy can.
the spicy vagina.
The spicy jar.
The spicy jar.
Why is the air spicy, Brandon? Fucking
Why
with
is the air spicy, Josh?
barbecuing on the demon core. Be right back. Okay. So we have successfully established that someone needs to be security officer.
Yes.
Zitron's given us 2 pieces of it.
Captain's
he's
vote
saying
is for Vivian.
I mean, either way, I don't really care. Oh, hey, look, sludge. Ugh. Lordy.
You said Zitron's vote is for Vivian.
It seems like Citroen and the captain both agree that Vivian would make the better security officer. It's also probably not a permanent position like captain.
Yeah, it's temporary. Like, they can take shit. There, Zitron mentioned the compromise. How about this? We'll let Vivian be the first security officer, then when she gets bored, Jay can be it, then when they're bored, I guess Olin, and then I'll never take that responsibility. That way you can't bitch at me when I set something on fire accidentally, because it's going to happen. What does this smell like?
Oh man, it smells like feet.
Congratulations, Zitron's eye is now currently blind from the autonomous shot to his nervous system. Yeah, vision's back. Alright. I'm assuming it's gonna take like an hour a pump, so that's what he's gonna be doing.
Alright, so you're working on the pumps. Captain's gonna take Vivian and Jade over to the terminal and say, you can both be security officers.
Hey, there you go.
That works.
Oh, they did say that the security officer can come from any department and there can be more than one, so I don't know. Think of your department.
That does make sense.
The only requirement was that they don't have any previous roles, which make sure you're brand new.
Gremlin and
Yeah,
Kitty.
I would say that definitely the case.
Yeah.
Then one of you verifies the captain as the captain.
Vivian will do that once she is able.
Okay, that's taken care of. Everyone gets a little key fob that gets spat out of the bottom of the text scrawl terminal here. Captain goes ahead and puts it in one of his coat pockets.
What's this?
Vivian will stick hers in her inventory.
Jade's gonna hold on to hers.
Oh,
Alright, where's the pilot?
will this explode?
It
does not.
It's another configuration, isn't it?
Well, here, I'm gonna go get the pad from Zitron real quick.
He has the pad.
Yeah, the captain's currently looking at the pad.
Okay, Jade's gonna look at the map. Is it on this configuration?
It is not. Well, I mean, there's the security terminal that has a pilot seat, but that's more for system. The actual, like, station pilot seat is on... hold on. So this is one. The third configuration I showed you guys. It's in the circle room 6.
Ah, okay. Jade is gonna look at her little piece of paper that has the different configurations on it. Okay, it's on one of these. So it'll probably be what, 3433?
Waiting for Ibis Paint to load up so I can give you the correct number.
Kill it with fire!
No, don't. Ibis Paint is a good program.
The new one, not so much. I like the old one better.
What? Ibis Paint X?
Like MS Paint on.
Ibis.
No.
Oh.
Ibis.
You say MS. All it comes across is MS.
I hear Ibis.
I'm sorry, MS Paint is what's coming through, but I'm saying Ibis because that's how it's stuck in my head, even though it's very clearly Ibis.
I hear Ibis because Ibis.
Anyways, that's arrangement 1170. Captain will call for Zitch to stop messing with the pump for now and come get to a safe location with them so that they can bring up the actual flight deck.
He quickly reassembles everything. He's smart enough to jot down the orientation of the parts before he fiddles with them, so he knows what they look like.
Good man.
Of course, it is absolutely not in English. It is 1000% in his weird ass fucking phonetic language that his people have. There you go. And then he gets to the safety.
Right, you guys go over to one of the Mary terminals to input configuration, hit change to map. Captain makes their way over to 6, sits in the seat, kind of looks around, goes, oh, wait a minute, gets back up, lays the back of the seat down, and stands on it with their front hooves as they reach up and grab a wire that's hanging down off of the back of the essentially helmet wrapping machine. And he takes that long needle probe that the other pilot seat has, and he just kind of twists it off There we go. You
Just
don't need
kinda,
to get stabbed today.
No.
Then he walks over this and sits in it about where a pilot would normally sit, except, the seat's all the way back. And you can see the machine come down and kind of press over his face. He doesn't have a helmet, so it's kind of hovering a few inches in front of him. Alright, systems checks all look, well, I wouldn't call them good, but good enough.
Functional.
Satisfactory.
I mean,
Well,
there's a
yeah,
potential for an explosion, but I can mitigate that by powering down different sections and having Mary handle the override. Okay. Oh, wait, what's this channel? Oh, there's still an old channel here for the old VI core.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Let's see. If I route them over here. Ah, I see why that was turned off. Okay. We're just gonna
Why?
leave that until we can get the proper.
What's up, Cap?
There's a audio channel here for the old VI core, like what Mary is using, but the way it's integrated into the system is much more fundamental to the way that the ship operates. And if I were to turn it on, then Mary would lose access to a lot of sections because it's running off of the same bus.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anything you need us to do while we get ready?
I need you guys to hold on to your butts.
Wait, what about the ship?
Ship's coming.
Oh, Doki's gonna do it.
Nope. It's just within the Roche limit. It's gonna come with us anyway.
Oh. Is that the thing where if it's too fat, it goes and becomes a black hole?
That's the other limit. That's the Schwarzschild limit. I know that one.
Okay.
No, the Schwarzschild limit is where something breaks apart as it enters into the orbit of something else.
I thought the Schwarzschild limit was based off of mass and diameter.
Oh, wait. I got it backwards. The Roche limit is where things break up as it enters. The Schwarzschild is any object of a sufficient enough gravity will absorb light to the capacity that it can't escape and essentially becomes a black hole. Which means some of the black holes out of there aren't actually death.
Oh, they could just be other species that got really smart and figured out too much information and collapsed in on themselves, right?
Or they ate too much food.
Now, if you have a way to manipulate gravity, you can just create a shell of gravity to the point where it sucks in so much light that it becomes a black hole. But it
would
doesn't
be
actually,
really
collapse
tiny.
into anything. It's just like a shell.
For black hole generation. Or when you
So
don't.
are we heading back to the station we departed from?
Oh, we're already on the way. The captain will bring the visor up away from their face. Nah, dead person. No.
Yeah. Zitron's just gonna go back, take the tablet, borrowing this, and he's going to go find things he needs to fix stuff. Mostly things that need fixed, like pressing things, not just minor things. Like things that are part of the infrastructure. I.e., why he's working on the pumps, because that's probably meant to keep blood away.
Yeah, there's lots of things that are broken on the ship. You got a critical fracture in the hull core. That's going to need some specialists to come in and deal with that. The warp core itself is basically running on fumes. It can get refueled, but it's leaking. You're running off of an auxiliary fusion reactor. There's an actual, big one that's supposed to power the entire ship. But that got infested. The engineering and medical base both got infested. You've got basic plant overgrowth. Nobody's tended to the weeds or the actual vegetation on the ship for a while, so that's starting to, like, get stuck in between the metal
I was
plates.
gonna ask, is there some of that on this section that's been, bee infested?
This whole section is non-infested.
So, but this configuration, does it have vegetation problems? Izitron's looking for busy work right now. He did also promise Mary that he'd fix up the station. So he's kind of, trying to do that because he doesn't want to be like, well, they're just an AI. I can like them. But, kind of prick.
Room number 4 is a common area with a big sculpture in the middle for some unknown previous purpose. It's got some plants around that you could spruce up.
Perfect. I'll work on that until he can get back to his pumps.
Is Dave around, or is he in a section that needs his attention?
Dave is happier than a tornado in a trailer park on some world away section full of infestation.
This is good.
This infestation he will grow stronger. Ding! Oh boy, time for a real superstar move.
Exactly.
Oh boy, here I go killing again.
Yep.
Just all the old mid-2000s.
I just imagine just one of the mini versions of Mini Dave just loaded for bear with incendiary missiles and just singing the missile song, or just the missile knows where it is because it knows where it isn't as it's firing.
No,
The
that
40
version
of them
of
all sang
Dave,
that out of
as a
sequence.
drone, was actually more of a pyramid shape, and it had treads.
I see.
It rolled around and kerthunked missiles into areas. Incendiary.
I
It
like
was
the
a
idea of a
true
small
size.
missile that just kind of goes up like 6 inches up out of its launch tube and then just yeets aggressively towards something.
Just
Like
pneumatically
a little
launched
javelin.
them.
Well, it doesn't have to be pneumatically launched. It could have like a little water reservoir underneath the missile that just steam launches it like a sub.
Yeah, maybe.
It sounds like an angry cat flying through the sky.
Well, if Richard finds any other models of Dave light around, he will fix them to the best of his ability. And, unstuck them. Or bring them within proximity to where he'll just walk around the safe area until he finds a point that's close enough for Dave to wake itself back up.
Okay, so in room 4, on the upper levels, there would actually be a black tube with a singular wheel kind of sticking out on a actuated leg, and you'd recognize it as the same material that the previous Dave would made of. And it's just kind of laying on its side right now, so you can tinker with that after tending to some of the plants.
He tends to the plants, and then once he's done making them all nice and tidy and not, that uncomfy, like, look at this leaf, it's slightly ajar.
It's not a leaf, that's a jar.
I think Vivian will help him, though I think she's going to spend a lot of her time just kind of staring at the plants, trying to figure out how plants do.
How plants... Oh yeah, because your whole planet is char. Well, you had plants on your planet, it's just they were kind of adapted to deal with the fire.
Yeah, it's like they were adapted for fire, and these ones she finds interesting.
Yeah, these ones are like so soft and delicate, and like when you crush some of the leaves, there's like water in them.
Stop that. Wait.
No, I imagine they would have just picked up one of the leaves that you snipped off because it was dead or something.
Oh, yeah.
She'd kind of pick up one of the dead leaves and inspecting it from every angle, holding it up to the light.
Sniff.
Jade is going to find herself a terminal and see if she can pull up the security logs, like videos and any records of the ship.
You would have to go back to the security desk for that. Mary will tell you as much. Because all of the security video feeds and logs were stored on that desk, the personal drive.
And it's not on this configuration, is it?
The main security office was infested and is no longer accessible safely.
Is there any kind of security terminal on this configuration?
There is not.
Shit.
I'm sure you can see the state of this configuration. It's kind of cobbled together.
Yeah. Well, Jade's gonna go find something to do, I guess. I don't know.
Alright. Olyan and Raven, you're on the ship, and the captain said over the radio that you're already on your way somewhere, but it doesn't look like you've actually moved in space at all.
Hey, I'm not moving.
No, we're moving. I just don't think we're allowed to see it yet.
Oh, that's lame.
From what I hear, these Terrans are on the verge of having magic science. I don't know. You wanna go plug the? Let me go see if we can get some food made up from the engine in the back.
You should make yourself some food, yeah.
All right, I'll bring you back a carrot or something.
Oh, okay.
Bird wanders off.
Alright. Bird wanders off down to the creation engine.
Gonna scroll through and grab a few. Ooh, is there? He's looking specifically for a species of giant edible carrot.
Edible is a pretty broad range of palatability.
Edible, comma tasty, comma edible _ bunny.
Earl Grey. Loud. Alright, so the Creation Engine's BI will bring up a list of kind of okay-sized carrots. They're about a foot long. You got a couple of different colors to pick from. You got some purple ones here, you got some reds, you got some yellows.
I picked the purple one. Big and purple. Next plant.
Pick the one that's high in that vitamin. Okay.
Oh, vitamin D. I don't know. Probably not. I'm having fun with myself.
I'm pretty sure purple carrots are high in vitamin K, but don't quote me on that.
However, I will hold you to it.
I will believe you and never fact-check this statement. As I repeat it to everyone I know.
I must propagate information. Is it correct? I don't know.
I heard this thing. I'm gonna stop you right there.
So, one time I heard from somebody. No. Oh.
But you see, this person was a really popular YouTuber. No.
Stop it.
Cease.
Cease.
I could probably Google it, but I am attempting to pick trail mix out of all the crumbs.
Are you trying to pick your crumbs out of a trail mix bag?
Well, it's a jar, but same idea.
Oh my god, I need someone to
Same
check
idea,
something.
more difficult challenge because it's a jar and therefore it's non-valuable.
Well, I
Don't
poured
get
it
your
all
hands
out
stuck.
into the lid, but I've got a mountain of crumbs and a small bit of trail mix hidden within it.
Look, Burb is going to hit the create button and
The
get a
give
giant
food
purple
button.
carrot. Yeah. This is the give food button.
Does Olin still see station?
You do still see station, though it is starting to kind of go dim at this point.
Hey, station going dim.
What?
Oh, good. We're almost at our location then. Everyone should probably hold on to something.
What?
Zitrun.
Olin holds on to the chair that he's in and puts seatbelt on because yeah.
Bird,
Alright.
Bird clambers inside the creation engine. Just don't eat me.
Jade is gonna just grab onto something close by.
Alright.
Let's see. And yeah, Vivian, she's gonna use 4 limbs to hold on and the other 2 to brace. So this apparently says that they are a good source of dietary fiber, vitamin C, potassium, manganese, and vitamin K. I thought vitamin K and potassium were the same damn thing.
Now, K is the periodic table symbol for potassium.
Yeah, I know, but I thought they called it vitamin K because of that.
No, the vitamin letters are all based on something else.
Okay.
And, Zitrun?
Zitrun is currently in the upper levels, therefore handrails, therefore tail around handrail, and then keep bracing Herb. And just kind of like flung in like this bit of patty corner.
Please hold on to something strong in 3, 2, 1.
Alright. An actual countdown, how convenient.
So, I'm curious, what did Jade manage to grab onto?
Where was Jade again?
I don't know. She was looking for something to do.
Looking for something to do. Okay, let's put you in a random room. Let's say you were hanging out in the kitchen. So you would have
Okay.
grabbed onto one of the
Counters?
yeah, one of the counters. I was trying to think of the word. Thank you. Alright. The lurch that you feel is much less substantial than when the ship does it. It's
Mhm.
more of a kind of gentle rock than the sharp jolt that the ship gives you. And it almost feels like an ocean wave passed through the station as it kind of rocks one way and then finds a peak and then rocks the other way. And from the ship, Olian, you can see that a sort of pinhole forms in the middle of the station and expands outwards, and when this pinhole of black passes over the ship in less than a second, on the other side of this black film is the new location, right next to that station that you all left from last time.
Oh,
We got a pinhole, everybody.
Somebody
Woo.
just fucking minding their business or in the scanners. Jesus Christ!
Basically.
The holy shit, we're gonna hold.
Which station is bigger?
This one.
Oh god, that's even more concerning. Be minding your business on a little like relaxation station. And then,
Welcome.
ah!
do not
So,
be afraid. Hey, ye!
Be not afraid. Sir, this is the most terrifying experience I've had in my life.
We come in peace. Ah!
We bring cookies.
Oh, okay.
The captain will kind of look around a little bit. Oh, right, my ship's the aggressive. Alright, well, they're probably panicking, but I'm sure the station's transmitting docking procedures to them already.
I don't know. Mary, are you already preemptively transmitting docking procedures?
Shouldn't we try to contact them and see if we
It's
can?
fine. We can play the guessing game. Secretly, we're pirates after all.
They are not carrying my husband. They're on the breadcrumbs.
Oh. Well, that could be problematic.
Shall we?
Well, I should probably go back to my ship then.
Yeah.
That would make sense.
The
I
captain's
guess I could
gonna
stay here.
trot back to their ship.
Clip clop, clip clop.
They're obviously trying to hide it, but as they walk past Vivian, you can tell just by the way that their gait is, they're kind of panicking slightly.
It's like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit.
I would have just said up on the edge of the space, but I might as well. And Zitrun just nothing he can do now, so he's gonna go back to fiddle farting with little Dave.
Cube Dave.
He's
I gotta go, guys. It's time.
It is 9 o'clock.
I ain't going.
And my mom wants me to go to Walmart, so I gotta go.
Oh my god.
I love Walmart, honestly. I mean,
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
See ya.
Oh, yeah, it is nice. I should start setting an alarm, but I'm lazy. Start setting me an alarm.
Alright.
Yay! I'm collecting them now. Can't stop me.
Dice rolls say that the captain managed to get to their captain's seat and send out a squawk before the missiles launched.
Just wait, it's friendly. Jesus,
Wait, blue, don't shoot!
please wait.
Alright. And after a little bit of tense negotiations between a heavy breath captain and a very pissed off dock worker.
What the fuck are you doing?
Why the fuck did you bring an entire ass goddamn station within collision distance of this one?
I literally didn't have a choice.
For the moment.
But
Yeah.
we didn't.
But we didn't crash. Exactly. So the captain's probably going to be dealing with that, and if anybody asks to talk to the captain, he'll just wave you off and tell you to go to the bar. You probably need it right now. They got
Nate is
food,
going
they
to the
got-
bar.
They got alcohol. They got women.
Jade is going to the bar for booze.
Zitrun stay in and reconfiguring the station slowly to fix things. Can't stop him. He's all. But his first thing is gonna go to the ship that's all stuck to the station, and steal back some of the tools that are very obviously meant to repair things.
Yeah.
I think. Oh.
I think
Jade's gonna,
Vivian will assist him with that.
Jade is gonna wait until the ship gets reconfigured where a security terminal is before so she can go and dig for files and information.
Alright. So, Jade's going to Boobies. Citroon
Is
is...
that the name of the bar?
That's the name of the bar, yes. Just like from Space Dandy.
Hell yeah!
I fucking love Space. That's a great fucking anime.
Grade A animation.
Space Johnny Bravo.
Just at the end of the session here, I'll go ahead and tell you guys that while the reward for recovering an entire Terran space station intact is quite high, and the Terran government is quite pleased to have it back in a safe position, the cost of repairing it is about equal to what the actual reward you're given is. In all
Yeah,
fairness,
damage.
you are given partial control and ownership of the station since you did find it, and it was its license did expire. The other
decided to
part
come
of
back
it
after
is,
you got
of
it.
course, the government wants to keep control over it and make sure it doesn't go, blowing up a space station or something.
Yeah, that seems reasonable.
Yeah.
I refuse to get off the station until I fix it. So parents have to shoot me when they can.
I gotta see if Jade has any money to go to the bar. Hold on.
Drone swarm.
I'm doing that up right now.
Okay. Ah, damn.
There's still all the stuff that Zitrun totally didn't pocket, like all the samples, the seeds, the plants, and all that.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh yeah,
another thing.
you guys could definitely sell some parts of the ship that just aren't useful to you at all.
What Jade is going to do is she is going to, before she gets drunk, she's going to hook up to the extranet, and she's gonna make her way into the darker part, and she's gonna go to the auction house, into a fetish auction house to sell off Zitrun's pheromones.
Alright, I can tell you how much you're gonna get for that in a bit.
Yeah. Well, I got a liter, and then I got a little. Where is it?
Yeah, it was like
You have a liter of unrefined, you've got a vial of the pure stuff, and another vial on the unless it
Yeah.
can't do the second one.
you can do
I'm
that.
pretty
He planned to have the other one fully refined.
The liter.
Yeah, he planned to have it because
Yeah.
that way he can make sure that as little of his scent gets out there as possible.
Oh, okay, so you got 3 vials of pure stuff.
Okay, and they're all about the same.
They're all about
volume.
the same, yeah.
They're all about
Okay.
what is it, like 16 ounces or something, about a water bottle.
Yep.
That
Yeah,
but
16
long.
bottles of concentrated Iridella pheromones.
You can throw Warrior Cast up there for all the freaks that are obsessed with their culture.
Yeah.
Alright,
I think-
after factoring in fuel costs, replacing the antimatter that got stolen, factoring in how long the station is going to have to be in docks, how many crew are going to have to go over, and the specialists required to repair some of the damages.
How many people are gonna have to argue with Dave over what to kill first?
Yeah, of course. Hiring an execution crew to go in there and get rid of the infestation and cleanse the area.
That would have been my other job. I'm just saying, if I was the Warframe.
Yep.
killing stuff.
It factors out to everyone getting about 1 million credits, give or take 10. The people who went out onto the station will get 1,010,000 credits. The like 2 people that stayed behind on the ship the most time will get, 1 million minus 10. Just, that's the captain chipping in, like, here, you actually put yourself in danger.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, Vivian stayed behind most of the time, so she'd be the one getting just shy of it.
Alright, big.
And, okay, on the market, concentrated pheromones are gonna run you for 500 credits for all 3.
All 3?
Some weirdo
Okay.
out there is gonna be smelling it. He just hopes that he never meets them.
Working on the station, it's gonna take them about a month in-game to repair everything and get it back into at least a functional state, and another month to get it back to working properly. But in a functional state, you can at least start making configurations and start selling off the parts of the station that you're never going to use.
Oh, so we'll basically now we have partial ownership, but if the Terran government needs it for any totally not illegal activities, we'll have to let them do that. I got you.
Yeah, it's your station, but if the Terra government is like, hey, we need to borrow this for this war over here because Mary is actually a fucking supercomputer that can't get hacked psychically, like this one.
Well, obviously, she's a literal fucking brain monstrosity.
Mary is a form of biocomputer that's actually so resistant to psychic energies it can travel through hell space unshielded.
How many zeros is a million?
Six.
9? 6. Okay.
Or, you could put $1 million. Beep, beep, beep. Sorry. HBO Max just added all the fucking fucking Austin Power stuff a couple months ago, and I've been watching them every now and then.
Oh, it's fucking great.
Fucking love them.
Yep. And $1 million sounds like a lot, and get some good stuff with that. But
Yeah.
military equipment's expensive, fuel's expensive.
I'm aware. I know how expensive it's probably gonna be. I just need to purchase the AI to make Thought Slayer, so I need like 70 billion more.
Right.
How much do I need to give Zitrone for his cut of the 500 for each? For the
It was
things.
literally a 50-50 split. He literally said that.
Okay, so 250.
Yep.
Jade will, give him 250 credits. Here you go, Zitrone. Here's your half.
Yep. After doing the math, the captain will go over to a phone booth and, essentially drain the adventuring bank account. He leaves himself enough money to, survive, but sister.
Yeah, that's fine. Jade is gonna. Is there someone on there that can repair her arm?
Yes. One of the technicians can actually repair your arm while you're at the bar or, just relaxing.
She
That's
will.
convenient.
Yes, she would ask if he could repair her arm. If I don't know, for whatever.
Yeah. Let's see. Repairing the damage that was done to your arm is going to run you about 100 credits.
Okay, bet.
Alright, so he now
with
has
tax,
1
that's 105 credits.
Okay.
Assuming it's 1 million thorium to be as simple as possible.
Yeah, credits are essentially this version of thorium.
He has now purchased the medical VI.
Oh, that's good. You guys have an
First
actual
thing
medical device on your ship now.
Yeah.
Alright, so this is mostly for a personal project, but temporarily I will allow it to be utilized.
And
Zitrone just-
Jade is gonna spend 100 credits on alcohol.
Alright. Oh yeah, some good booze right there.
Huh?
That's some good booze right there.
Oh yeah.
You get this, what are they? Fuck it. I'm just gonna call them a shark girl furry. Walks over and gives you your booze.
I think Zitrone will probably go to the bar, mostly because he's trying to be social. And he was told, even though like every part of his brain is, don't talk to anyone, they're all assholes. He was told expressly by his own father, you should try and be social. It might be good for you.
Alright. I mean, there's a whole number of species in here. And, it's not anime logic, animal head on human girl body. It's like, actually, sexual dimorphism to a minimal extent. Some of the women are even bulkier than the men here, because they do have twinks walking around.
Yeah.
Mm.
Jade is going to be sociable to pretty much anyone that
You know what?
wants to talk to her.
Is there anyone that sells shiny jewelry in the bar?
Well, it's a bar, it's selling alcohols, and occasionally, like a snack or something, like pretzels.
Do they
But,
sell chicken wings?
Yeah, they sell chicken wings.
Jade is
That is
getting
the-
Jade is getting chicken wings.
That is amazing.
5 credits a bucket.
Jade is getting 2 buckets.
It is an actual, 5-gallon bucket.
She is getting 2 buckets.
Yeah, no, Jay, you remember that question of why your tits are so big? I think I came to the solution.
I think I found out. The chemical they use to make the chicken breasts bigger, I think it's rubbing off on you.
Just Zitrone could see Jade just with these 2 buckets of chicken. Just,
Just double fisting him, fucking drumsticks into her face.
They don't give you the little saucer of sauce. No, they just give you like an additional sand pail of sauce. It's just an entire little solo cup of ranch.
Citroen, you want some chicken? You want some wings?
I suppose, as long as you don't, try and eat it out of my mouth if I'm too slow.
I'm not going to eat it out of my own. She's just,
I'm concerned.
Oh,
about
wait, I can do this. She's gonna put a chicken leg in her mouth, and then she's gonna chew on it, and then just slowly pull just the bone out.
But
he just have Raven somewhere across the bar happen to catch wind of this like mid watch.
Let me see.
What the fuck?
Ah, I see. Yes, just. The turn just slowly shifting his weight to the other side.
yeah, what's good music for that?
And if you take the wings, twist them like this, and then you can just pull the bones out like this.
Staring at her as he chews one bone and all.
Just
Yeah, that's
crunch.
what
Crunch.
Oh, here. Also, ranch. She's gonna set the ranch between them so he can get some.
Stout.
Hmm?
That's very stout smelling.
It's ranch.
That's more like slime.
Well, I mean,
Oh, it's called ranch. I thought you said it's ranch. Never mind. I'm
No.
bad at language.
it's okay. And she will just pop the top of her alcohol bottle and just.
You could probably see Raven just running. Somebody not fully drunk, but not drunk enough to accurately chase them, just with a couple wings covered in watches. Fuck your mother! It's mine! You were too drunk, you should have kept hold of it.
Little fucking. I can see that though. See?
Getting in
Specific
trouble.
skills lodges.
Alright, that's where we'll leave off the session. You guys can, relax after that whole endeavor, and the captain will come back with a new mission list for you guys.
Oh,
Yeah. Because, like I said, it's going to take like 2 months to get the station in a working enough order that you can let it
Go back.
leave the gravity well of the other station it's in.
Just gonna
But
have it.
I know that Jade is going to spend like the majority of the first day back at this bar.
Bartender, like, shouldn't you, like, go sleep or something? I
Jade,
can't
I
sleep.
I would if I could. I haven't been to sleep in 17 years, almost 17 years now.
Nah, just, like, heavily drunk by the time they mention this.
I haven't slept in 16 years.
That's more like it.
you'll have to forgive her. She's a bit slow.
Probably gone through a couple hundred credits worth of booze to get
At this
that
point,
drunk.
I think at that point, Zitron is entirely there to make sure none of the idiots, die. He's not really got a drink. He's just there, awkwardly sitting there, just.
I mean, you've been approached by some of the waiters in more seductive ways, and then some of the waiters in more just, like, casual conversation ways.
His response to any attempts at seduction are just. And then if they're like blocking his path, he will just pick them up and rotate them.
And then I think when Jade is finally done, she's just gonna go drunk shitpost.
The best kind of shitposting.
Mm-hmm.
Go
She's gonna
shitpost your
go-
home.
She's gonna go and connect to the net and do drunk shitposting.
Fucking Raven is just off stashing watches that he's managed to slip off of the bar patrons.
He would have offered Raven some chicken wings.
Okay, so Raven's gonna start the next session in the tiny security office behind bars.
Damn
I
it!
believe that 1000%.
Give me back my knife.
I guess I could probably roll to see if this room gives it one try.
Gives what a try?
Offer.
Oh, accept an offer.
Sure. What has the highest probability to fail? I think that would be technically a D20 has the highest probability for failure.
I'm gonna go ahead.
Yeah, I guess so.
I'm gonna take away like 300 credits for Jade's booze.
All right. Knowing your track record, I think the D12 has the lowest success rate.
All right. What do you think? Anything over 10's a yes?
Yeah.
All right. Woo! We saved it on a 9. Fuck you. It's not 10. Kiss my ass.
It's not fucking canon.
All right. So you're turning down all the waiters that are coming over.
I'm gonna start the next session off with him looking for more jewelry to put on his horns. He's got there. Why would he not?
We'll start the next session also with Jade just
Raven being in prison is the best part about this. Yeah, we can all agree.
Jade drunk as fuck on the extranet shit posting.
The captain coming back to their crew scattered throughout the station. How the fuck did you end up in prison?
Well, see, it's a good thing Zitron's keeping a log too. He will keep him informed next session. But the main thing is some waiter inadvertently will be going home alive, thankfully, with their organs intact, not knowing the amount of safety they have been provided by the and rejection.
Alright. Gonna end recording.
It off more than you can.
If you've made it this far, don't forget to hit the dislike button so I'm the only one that knows that you watched the video. Also, hit the unsubscribe button if you're subscribed. Get the fuck out of here.
Hit the like button to let the bird out of jail. The bird did nothing wrong.
Bird did everything wrong. Actively stealing.
No, it's not actively theft if they can't keep hold of it. Just misjudge that one guy.
Who hasn't committed a crime next to Vivian.